What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Hive stream. I'm just kidding. It's not a Hive stream. I guess it kind of could be in a way, but it's technically a drawing stream. And let me get a little more light here. Okay. Yeah, I'm super excited to start this, even though I might just start it. And I've got another commission piece I got to start working on, but I need to talk to Chef first. So in the meantime, I'll be working on this Death Trooper helmet. All right, let me get myself situated here. Yeah, I was having some serious audio issues, and I was having some issues with OBS. I really need to practice some more with the OBS. It's just I don't understand. Sometimes it works the way I want it to, and then sometimes it doesn't. And there's no that I can tell rhyme or reason. I'm not doing anything different. So what happened was I had set the green screen up behind me like I did on I think it was the last drawing stream. So it just looks, cooler in my opinion. And when I did it last time, the video popped up on the green screen. I didn't even have to do anything. So this time, I put the green screen behind me. I was setting everything up, and yeah, I'm just sitting here messing with it, and I cannot get the green screen to work right. So I was gonna go ahead and just watch a quick tutorial video, but I was like, man, I ain't got no time. And then I had audio issues, and so let me hold on a minute. Let me say hello to everybody real quick. I gotta remember to move the microphone. Wrap this. What's going on, brother? Yes, Jeopardy music intensifies. Brick Lock, what's going on with you? Man, I got some pretty exciting stuff planned for the channel, I gotta tell you. I have time, and I talked to Mrs. Hive about it, and I told her that I really want to utilize this time to see what I can do with selling artwork. And I'm totally serious about that. So my plan is basically 3 stages. I draw stuff that I want to draw. I make prints of it, and I sell prints. And if the price is right, I will sell the original piece. So those are 2 things. And then the third thing is it's more specific commission work where, you might want a portrait done of your kid, your dog. You might have a Star Wars helmet that you want me to draw, like for you, like something that I wouldn't draw just to draw, like you want it. Or maybe it could be anything. It could be anything, man. If I can see it, I can generally draw it. So you might have a baseball card or something, you want that drawn, just anything. So it just, you got to talk to me about it first, see how difficult it could be for me to draw, and then work out a price range. So another thing about OBS that I do not know why. So the camera is mirrored right now, what you guys are seeing. So what I actually have set up in OBS, the camera with me in it is actually on the other side of the screen. And the Death Trooper helmet that you're sitting, well, you can barely see it because I just got a really light, rough sketch. But that's actually the other way around. And I'm like, what? Like, why can't just work right? So it really discourages me for using OBS. All right, hold on 1 second. Typing something really quick. I was thinking about a description of hitting the like button, but I'm thinking about too many things right now, so my creativity is it's limited. So we're just gonna go with destroy that like button. I figure that's what a Death Trooper would do. All right, so let's see here. I said hi to Brick Lock. He says, blame Canada. Blame Canada. Will, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Brick Maniac, what's up? What's up? Samson, Doxter in the house. What's going on? You should mix drawing videos with Lego stop motion once. Have your sig fig drawing it. That's a pretty good idea. Yeah, Will, the biggest thing is it's always time. I mean, money too, but it's always time, right? So I was telling Mrs. Hive that like we have money saved and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So like we have like a cushion for me, so it's not like I'm freaking out right now. But I'm probably gonna get on disability because of my diabetes. But I really just want to use as much time as I can now to focus on drawing, making money, and doing the drawing thing is kind of like a business, and running my YouTube channel. Doing my streams, my rant videos, my stop motion videos, and then anything else that I do on this channel. And I think I can do it if I don't have to have like another full-time job. I can balance these two things. Because I've been really, really thinking hard, man, over the last couple of days about if I should make a second channel for my artwork. And because I don't want anybody, my subscribers, my members, I don't want them to think that I'm going to not do Lego stuff, because I know that's why you guys came here to begin with. You know what I mean? Lego, that's what we're all here for. But this drawing stuff is very important to me because I need to make a living. I don't need to be rich, but I need to keep my head above water. And I have a talent and I really need to utilize it. And I've made some money off of it in the past. I do a logo for a business or do some portrait for somebody or something like that, but I've never relied on it for regular income. So anyways, I think I can do a good balance between the two. I'm pretty sure I can do that. So I'm going to try and we'll see what we can do. So we can pay for Cad Bane with a ball gag. Just kidding. I don't want that. That would be quite the silly drawing though, wouldn't it? But dude, if someone came up to me and they're like, hey, I want a portrait, like, because if I do a portrait of Cad Bane, it's going to be more on like the live action version, obviously. I mean, if you really wanted the cartoon type version, I mean, I could do it, I'm sure, but it's not really my specialty. Brick says proactive. Obliterate that, like, there you go. That's a good one too. 117. What up? How you doing, man? Bearded Bricks. What's up? Man, I missed your dang stream again, man. I'm so sorry. I know, like, you're gonna be like, man, don't be sorry and all that. But the last couple hours, I've just been doing a lot of stuff with Mrs. Hive. She got home from work and spending time with her and stuff like that. But I am going to be streaming and trying to make videos like crazy. I figured, man, I'm going to try and just grind stuff out. So, Will, I know you'll probably be happy to hear this. I'm getting ready to make a long haul video. I've had to kind of go through my other videos just to make sure I didn't already show some of the stuff I'm going to show. And again, I think it's just because of all the drawing stuff, but it's mainly, I think, going to do this one will be about Star Wars helmets. Just all these different Star Wars helmets I've got. But like I said, I know I've shown some of them already. Yeah, I got some other stuff too, but I don't know. What do you say, Rich? Did you end your stream? Builds are done. Oh, right on. I'm here for you, Hive, no matter what, man. Thanks, Raptus. I appreciate that. I do. How you doing, Raptus? What you working tonight? By the way, sorry I haven't gotten back to you yet. I'll message you, either tonight after the stream or tomorrow, and we'll continue our conversation that we were having. It's just like the thing is, I don't. For the most part, I generally don't some things are going to have a base pay. Like my prints, as far as I can tell so far, with the exception of shipping, I think that they're going to be $25 a piece, no matter what drawing it is. Unless somebody wants a big print of something, then it'd be a little bit more. But with the cost of the stock paper that I'm using, that's got like a matte finish on it, yeah. And then the cost of the actual printing, because I don't have my own printer. So like basically the cost of the labor of the printer and then the cost of the material that the print is going on. So yeah, all my prints will be like $25. But as far as like the other things, I generally don't want other people to know what each person's paying, because there's a lot of different factors involved. So like Raptus, I might give you a little discount because you're a member of the channel, and not only are you a member of the channel, but you're like in the highest tier member. So you might get a little discount compared to somebody else. Or Cody might be cheaper to draw than this Death Trooper. You know what I mean? So and a lot of people don't see those things. They don't see those different factors involved in pricing. You know what I mean? So I guess the short way I'm saying is like, just keep our business to yourself. That's all. You understand? All right, rock on. Will says, yes, Hive. I love the long haul videos. I love finding out what pieces you have at the same time you do. I know. And, I made those long haul videos not just for general information from you guys. So I know what the heck I have in my arsenal of Lego pieces, but also just to show off cool pieces or unusual pieces. Sometimes rare. I think I have anything too rare, but I have some crazy stuff that's not rare but old, like like the what do you call it? This is I thought this was a pirate thing at first, but it's a castle flag or banner. I don't know. To a ship, maybe, probably. I know somebody's told me in the past, but I have a horrible memory. We all met up in Spaceballs 2 to search for more money. Man, I had heard a long time ago they were gonna do another Spaceballs, and you know what? I really wanted to see one, especially because Mel Brooks was supposed to be doing it. But now that I think about it, I'm like, well, maybe it's better they didn't make another one. Some things I think that we have to just understand and realize. Just because we really, really love something doesn't mean that you need more of it. Because you're never gonna, certain things you're just not gonna create again the right way, no matter how cool or good it is. Like Ghostbusters is a good example. That first Ghostbusters movie was like lightning in a bottle. Just everything about it, the casting, the time, the humor, just everything. And for me personally, just even the time frame, I was like the right age when that movie came out. But regardless, the second movie that came out, then the reboot, and then the third movie that just came out, like no matter how good or bad they are, none of them are going to be able to replicate that first movie and that feeling that you're chasing to get, that nostalgia. But people do it anyways. And sometimes stuff works out pretty good. Even if you don't get that exact feeling, you still get something really good. Maybe sometimes even better. I would say Aliens is a good example of that, or Terminator 2. I mean, Aliens and Terminator 2, like they're both, people could debate this with me, but generally people like Aliens and Terminator 2 better than Alien and Terminator, the first one. Hadrian's Wall, what's going on? How you doing? Raptus, I just saw your other comment. That's what I'm talking about, man. And the FBI watching. See, Raptus, just stay chill, man. Eventually, I'll let you back on the panel. Because I swear to God, man, you got a good sense of humor. All right, what else you guys talking about? And then I'll get started on this Death Trooper. Maybe a drawing of Lord Helmet. Oh, yeah. See, unless I had literally just had nothing to do and I had too much time on my hands, that would have to be something somebody would have to commission me to do. For Lord Helmet, I would draw Rick Moranis with the helmet on. Not the cover, but just helmet on Rick Moranis. I would draw that before I would just draw like Lord Helmet, like the helmet. Don't ask me why, but I mean, not the Rick Moranis part. He's absolutely wonderful. I definitely would draw Rick Moranis. Thank you, Will. Good old Mandalorian and Grogu. I was joking around earlier saying this was my Book of Boba Fett shirt. I have a plan to make a Lego Spaceballs that transforms into Mega Maid. I'm curious. I haven't seen it. I'm curious if anybody's ever made Mega Maid out of Lego. Right? 69 years. It ain't gonna be that long, Raptus. You underestimate yourself. Like I said, when it happens, it'll just be like a pure surprise. You know what I mean? You'd be like, what? All right. Okay. Let me get my music going on in the headphones. And get started. So as you can see, like I was saying, this is a very light, rough sketch right now. I think I need to turn this heater off. The noise is bugging me. Much better. Much better. Oh my God, I can hear myself think. All right, so also with this, with the Death Trooper, I've set up my DSLR camera, and I'm gonna make a speed drawing video. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, I just gotta get the chat set up so I can hear. I mean, not hear, but see what you guys are saying when I don't have to turn my neck every 5 seconds. And, I want to say, I really appreciate y'all being here. Like, so much. I wish I can explain in more detail why I tell you guys that all the time. Because there's multiple reasons. It's not just the main reason that, that's the obvious reason. Like, I really do appreciate all of you being here. I am not one of a person to take things for granted. And I don't take any of you for granted. But there's another reason. And I don't really know how to express it without maybe other people taking it the wrong way, maybe. But I guess the gist of it is just seriously, I mean, you guys could be other places and you choose to be here with me. That means a lot. Macro, what you saying? My introduction to tonight's stream was a commercial about Washington. What? What are you talking about, man? But how are you doing? Also, Macro, twice I've gone to send your physical drawing out. The first time, for whatever reason, the post office was closed. Um, I mean, they were supposed to be open, but for some reason they closed a little early. I don't know. Anyways, I went back the next day, went to go ship it out, and I totally forgot because you're in Canada. I got to fill out what do you call it? I don't know if it's called a customs paper. I got it sitting over somewhere, but yeah, I got to fill out this paper. I just, for some reason, I know when I've shipped stuff over like the UK and all that, like I'm used to it there because it's such a distance. But I don't know. I was like, Canada, man. I was like, that's our neighbors up north. Like we're in the same continent. It's like I didn't think I needed to fill out like a customs paper or whatever it's called. So, anyways, that will be coming to you soon, my friend. But I am glad that you got the digital copy, okay? And I have that saved onto a hard drive. And a what do you call it? A USB drive thing, flash drive. So if you ever lose that copy or something ever happens, if you ever need another copy, you let me know and I will send it to you, okay? That's actually for anybody that buys any artwork off me. I should have a digital copy of every single thing I've ever drawn. I mean, maybe not old stuff, but so yeah, if something ever happened to your copy, you just let me know. And I got you. Mayo, what's happening, man? How you doing? For some reason I can't comment on everyone's videos right now if I'm not a moderator of the channel. YouTube has a stupid glitch right now. Sorry, I can't binge watch people right now. But I don't understand. You I can read that comment. Mayo, you want a link? I'll send you a link, brother. I don't know what you up to right now. But yeah, that's crazy, man. But at least the good thing is I can read your comment here. So that comment worked. All right. So let's get this bad boy started here. So like I said, I got the rough outline. Going on. So now it's time to start kind of doing a little more of the rough outline part and then tightening it up a little bit and seeing where we can start getting. All right, let me put the chat over here. Got my reference picture over here. Now, where is... Also, I'm pretty excited. I plan on using my new water-based marker. I was like, where's the camera? Oh. So it's got like, like almost like a paintbrush type on one end. But then on the other end, it's like a fine tip. But yeah, I figure with all the black, glossy black, and the Death Trooper helmet, I'll definitely be making use of that. Also, Macro, I don't know if you I sent you a link if you want one. You guys don't want you live to torture me, huh? Lumberjack, what's going on, my friends? This is the way. Indeed. Okay, so what we got going on here? Dude, this is so weird with these camera angles, man. Oh my goodness. Like, like this needs to move. I need to move this. Well, okay. Like this is just awkward. Okay. That's not working either. See, normally I would have this camera on the boom right here, but I've got the DSL camera on the boom right now. So I'm like, oh, gosh. Why is this thing all jacked up? I apologize, everybody. For some reason, technology is just not wanting to work with me tonight. All right, that's just gonna have to do for right now. Okay. All right. Got the microphone. Check. Okay. What are you guys talking about, Mandalorian? People can't call Mando Mandy anymore. He's not a Mandalorian now. No, that's not. It's more complicated than that, Raptus. I mean, look, if you want to go by the exact creed according to, the armor and what do they call it? Was it the Last Watch? Children of the Watch? I can't think right now, but there's different divisions of Mandalorians, and then there's Mandalorians like the race of people Mandalorians, from the planet. So it's complicated. Just like, obviously, the armor has some issues with Bo-Katan. Oh, I forgot to hit record again. Okay. All right, so I think the rough dimensions are pretty spot on. This helmet is, I'd have to look at the original, but this helmet definitely seems like it's a little bit, I'm drawing it a little bit bigger than Cody. I'm available if you want to invite me. Oh, okay. Sorry, man. I'm not watching the chat every second. All right. So yeah, like I said, this definitely is a little bit bigger than Cody. But before I start going into detail, I'm just kind of looking it over, making sure like proportions are generally right. I think we're gonna have to tighten up the front a little bit. The dome of the helmet looks pretty good, but you never know. I might have to tighten that up a little bit. See, this is actually, it's weird because some parts of this is an easier drawing than Cody, and then other parts are not. So the parts that are easier is it's just all black. So, what I mean? Like it enables you to get away with certain detail because you can't even see it anyways. But then that's also the reason why it's a little more difficult because it's just all black. So trying to get certain details out of it that you can see with your eyes, but it's hard to make out. That's where you really got to start, doing good. Dathomorians. Yeah, Raptus, that was like an alternate story though, right? With the Dathomirians and stuff. Death Watch is the only man. Oh, okay. All right. Well, look at you with your strong stance on Mandalorians. The armor was a foundling. Explains the adherence to the way is so important. Yeah, I mean, look, ideas are good. Don't get me wrong, but you have to be careful because when you lock yourself into certain things, and you won't adjust or see alter like an alternate perception. Again, that can be dangerous because you got the armor already talking about that there's no more Mandalorians, which clearly there still is. We have a guest, Mayo. What's
Hello.
up? How you
Might want to put
doing?
yourself, on that screen.
On what screen?
Yeah, the landscape.
Oh, actually, I should put something a little more interesting back there than the fires. This isn't a high stream, so it doesn't need no fire. Oh, and as a matter of fact, I also had a new header. I wanted to see what it was going to look like. So give me 1 second, and then we'll see if that looks any good. Oh yeah, there we go.
There is something I wanted to show off that is related to what you're doing with your membership program, which, if you're not a member of Brick Hive, consider being a member.
Well, thank you, Mayo. I appreciate that.
This is why I don't want to be entered into the giveaway.
Oh, okay.
Because this is what Brick Hive is going to be giving away if you want to join the members.
Is that the same one? Wait, what is that? Is that Ninjago?
Yeah, that's the tournament.
Yeah, I gave that was the last one. I gave that one away.
Oh, you already gave this away.
Yeah, hold on, I'll show you what the new one is. So I've got the one picked out for this month, and then the one picked out for next month already. Yeah, that's the one I just gave out. Brickfella.
Oh, you already gave this thing away.
Yeah. So here's the one that I'll be giving away at the end of the month. This is an Overwatch set.
Oh, well, yeah. I've seen people review that.
It's a cool little set. It's got 3 really cool minifigs, and the backdrop, the set is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that'll be the next one, and then the one after that is going to be the sailboat gift with purchase.
Yeah, well, I'm not the biggest fan of Overwatch, so I still think I'll pass. I'll let someone who's more interested in Overwatch try to win it.
Okay, I mean that's nice of you. That's really nice of you.
And also, it wouldn't feel right anyway because I just became a member 3 days ago.
Well, no, you'd be close enough probably. I mean, look, because this is a short month too. I mean, look, the main reason I say 2 months is because it's not fair to everybody that's already been a member. If somebody were to be a member, try and win something and then hop out, you know what I mean? That's not fair to all the other loyal supporters that I have. So that's why I have the 2-month mark. But if like you're close, like if you're like within a couple days of being 2 months or something like that, like I will totally still enter you. That's only nice and fair.
I still think I'll pass because I have too much integrity.
Well, like I said, man, it is really nice of you. I'm sure other people will appreciate that because as of right now, I guess, again, I'd have to double check the dates on a couple people, but I'm pretty sure everybody right now would be entered. But right now, I have 19 members, so everybody has. With Mayo being out, everybody has a 1 in 18 chance of winning. So, and then the reason I had picked, like the reason I brought up next month is just in case if anybody does want to, if they're like on the fence and they're thinking about it, if they want to try and get that sailboat, if that was something they wanted, they could definitely get that. Anyways, I was seeing some comments. I wanted to see. Yep, I said that. I saw that one. Loving that we get to see it from the beginning of the drawing. Yeah. Totally. I think that is definitely a cool thing to get to do. And like I said, this one I'm actually filming, which is difficult because I'll start recording and then I'll just stop drawing and start talking, and then I get like 5 minutes of me just filming nothing. So that's going to take some editing. But yeah, this one's going to be actual video. I'm really excited and anxious to see what one of my speed drawing videos is going to look like on this kind of scale, because I've done speed drawing videos, but they've always been pretty short. Nothing too big. So it'd be really cool to see one of my hyperrealism portraits, like sped up. And you can, because I personally love watching speed drawing videos from other people, because it's really crazy when you're watching somebody's hand move really fast and just this image starts just appearing, right before your eyes. It just fascinates me. So anyways, my stop motions, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I also do stop motions. And I was talking earlier about how there are other avenues that I have to get income, but I'm going to try and pull a regular income from drawing, and I'm going to basically spend all of my time, day and night, either working on my art or working on the channel, stop motions, live streams, rant videos, whatever else I do, hauls, whatever. So
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just seeing some of the comments rolling by. Raptus says, "Look at Mayo on the moral high ground." Doc Sampson says, "I know, right?" And Macro Brick says, "Just killing it lately." Well, integrity doesn't come cheap. You have to embody integrity.
Yeah, and it's a lot of things are definitely about perception. I like integrity with some things. Other things, I could probably care less. Just depends on the situation, who's involved, stuff like that.
I feel the same, because some people I just don't want to. I just want to be indignant with, and when it comes to sports, I don't care about integrity. Tank all the way. If you're a fan of a sports team that's in a league that has a draft system, just tank. If your team's not in contention to winning a championship, just tank.
Yeah, I don't even know what to think of the Super Bowl this year, man.
Who cares about the gamblers? They get what's coming to them. It's called gambling. And also people in North America are acting like it's a big song and dance when this has been going on in Australia and the UK and the rest of the world outside of Las Vegas for decades.
What are you talking about?
Super Bowl? Well, no. People say that tanking in sports compromises the integrity of the game. I say to that statement, pish posh.
Wait, you said tanking?
Yeah, tanking is to lose on purpose for draft picks.
Yeah. Look, if you're not playing the sport purely as a sport, then I don't have any respect for it at all.
If you're in a league that has a draft, it's better to be at the bottom than it is to be in the middle.
I don't know the ins and outs of a lot of the technical stuff. It's just like I've gotten into like one other thing I don't like. And look, and I say this with a grain of salt because again, I'm not into sports enough to know what is even right or wrong or whatever, you know what I mean? But like when I was growing up, especially when I was young, sports teams were more about the players and the team and all this stuff. And then somewhere along the lines, man, it became like all the play, well, not all of them, but like most players are like hired guns, and they just went to like the highest bidder and stuff like that. And it wasn't really more about like the love of the game. It was just turned into more about like money. And then, but look, I also understand how competitive sports are, not just like for North America, but just sports in general, like even Olympics and all that, because the competition is intense. You know what I mean? So it makes you, a lot of people do things, that wouldn't be normal, I guess. You know what I mean? Well, maybe it is normal now, but I don't know. But regardless, whatever works, whatever works. Moments of the magic. Hello, hello. How are you? Thank you for being here. And
Yeah, I'm the only
FaceTime,
person
what's up,
in the
buddy?
community who cares about sports, so I'm just talking into a black hole.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you. But there's a lot of good conversations that come out of stuff like that. Because I had changed my perspective on a lot of athletes, because I used to really have a big problem because athletes get paid so much. And I'm like, when I go watch a game, I'm like, dude, this is why I got to pay $8 goddamn dollars for a hot dog. You know what I mean? But then, people explain to me different points of view and different things about it. And I realized, I'm like, dude, I can't be mad at the athlete. Like, if somebody came up to me and said, look, I want to pay you this stupid amount of money to do this, you know what I mean, to play ball or whatever. Yeah, I of course I'd take the money.
I used to think that they were overpaid as well, but then I realized that they actually lose out. Well, most sports lose out in their collective bargaining agreements. The players lose out in the collective bargaining agreements. No one goes to sport to see the owners win. They go
Mhm.
they go to see the players win.
Right, right. So, but like I said, it's hard for me to really speak upon these subjects because, again, I don't know enough of the ins and outs, of the franchise and the sports and the players and the monetary system that's involved, payroll and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Because, again, like you said, there's obviously some athletes that are just filthy rich. You know what I mean? Get paid stupid amount of money, but then like most of them probably don't make as much money as you think. And then even then, you got to pay taxes. And
And in
they don't.
North America, if you a lot of the athletes want to play for teams and states without a state income tax.
Right, right, right. Well, yeah, but it's not even that is not as easy as you'd think, because I used to live in Florida, and Florida doesn't have state income tax,
Neither
but
does Texas. So
their
Dallas
sales tax,
Cowboys.
but their sales tax and everything else, man, is through the freaking roof. Um, they make up that money, you know. So, anyways, let's see
It's
here.
drawing. I'm going to be drawing as well a little bit later.
Oh yeah, and macro, actually, it's not even $8. It's probably more like 10. I was going a little low on that one. Too bad the nurses, doctors, and firefighters couldn't bitch about their contract like pro sports. Well, I ain't playing unless I get blank amount.
Most times, the unions always lose out on their collective bargaining agreements.
Yeah, again, I just don't know, and I know there's a lot of ins and outs to it, and different athletes for different things, and so I just it's hard for me to really speak upon it, and know what I'm talking about.
But I agree with what Macro Briggs is saying. They should be people in EMS and SES need to fight harder for what they deserve.
Yeah, see, it's a real complicated issue. It's really complicated because it's not as black and white as a lot of people. No, I'm not saying you, but it's a lot of people make it out to be. We have a guest, by the way. I want to talk to Samson.
Hey,
Hey.
Hive. I was just gonna hang out in the chat, but when it started to go to sports and economics, I knew I had to come on to stop it.
Doc saving the day.
I'm like, Mayo's on, you know they're talking about sports. Hive is on, you know they're talking about economics.
Yeah, can we get because
Oh, and then I wanted to point out
What's that?
trademarked.
Okay.
It's licensed and trademarked.
Let me
I'm
pull that up.
just saying. This ain't
Okay,
going
you
my
guys, is that
face.
the copyright symbol or there's a trademark
Yes,
symbol?
trademark and copyright. It's registered.
So, hey, and that
Okay.
reminds me because I'm getting ready to start researching more about copyrights and stuff like that. So, like, I before I really go too hard into the business side of selling my artwork and all this stuff, I need to find out, copyright things. Like what I need to do about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, there's like, I know when you write, you can basically on the header and the footer, you can write your own. You can put copyright, blah blah blah. Because you're writing it, and then once it's published, it becomes your own. I don't know about things.
Yeah.
But art might just be the same thing because once you sign it or whatever, you are the artist.
Right.
But you might have to provide some sort of provenance or some such, whatever to, I don't know, certificate of authenticity or some other, other kind of a thing to prove.
We have a guest. We have another guest.
Somebody else.
Yes, Macro is here.
All right.
What's up, my brother?
Trade, economics, Doc, Mayo. I gotta get up in here now.
That's right. Canada up in the house.
Hey, Macro, how about those Canadian taxes?
Oh yeah.
No, don't. We've talked about
no taxes, no tax talk.
Yeah, no. And look, that'll be for another stream. That'll be for another stream because Macro was talking about their tax system. I don't know how long ago. It wasn't too long ago, but it was intriguing me. And if we start now, yeah, I'm gonna put everybody to sleep out there.
Exactly. We're gonna go down that rabbit hole.
So we're gonna talk about something different, like
Lego or art, because you're going to have Boba Fett in your Boba Fett TV show. You're going to have Lego in your Lego live stream.
Yeah, actually, I almost was gonna do another tree building stream tonight, but I really wanted to get started on this because it was exciting me so much. So I have a lot of time on my hands now. So I probably literally tomorrow I'll probably have a tree building stream because I need to put at least
now, eh?
I need to put a few more trees out in the forest.
Exactly.
And
how can you call it a forest if there's only 2 trees? That's not a forest.
Well, there's quite a few, but I need to put a few out there that are a little more fuller. I need to see some more leaves because some of them are kind of dead.
How many of the one-piece pine trees are you going to use?
I generally use every one I have.
Yeah, because when I use trees, I'm just like there. Done.
Yeah, that's what I used to do in the beginning, and I still use them. But yeah,
they need to make a bigger one. I'm sorry, Lego.
Oh,
you need to make a bigger one. Make a bigger mold.
I don't know if I really told anybody this, but Sidious gave me the idea. I'm gonna build a keyboard treehouse and put it in my forest, man.
Oh yeah, because they have the ears and the hats and everything.
I was just like, dude,
make the gang.
I don't know, man. I got a little soft spot for that keyboard treehouse, man. Just growing up, you know what I mean?
And it'd be perfect for the shorty legs too. It'd be like,
exactly, dude, exactly.
Here they are.
Because you think about it. If you had like some of them Santa elves, man, they'd work perfect for that.
Yeah, you could use whatever clothes you wanted, and they got the Alpine. They even got the Alpine kind of outfits for a couple of characters,
Mm-hmm. Look, everybody's thanking you, Doc, for getting us off the old economic train.
And I know people.
You know what?
As soon as he started talking about collective bargaining, I'm like, I'm coming.
Dude,
coming.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds
me. So did me and Hive bait you in?
Yeah, it reminds me of Ferris Bueller's Day Off when that what's his face was like Bueller.
Did we bait you in to come on the panel to stop us? To putting everyone else to sleep.
Well,
just
I can
don't
promise
like
you
the
this: you at
economic
least
talk.
you
It's
will
just like-
you will fall asleep a smarter person. At least you know what I mean.
You'll understand physical policy.
Like you're gonna
Like,
wake up
wow.
and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, so that's how fractional banking works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now
Your
I
bank
understand the
accounts could go up
Fed.
5%.
And I'm outraged.
Mama Lego, hello, hello, hello.
Irene?
How are you?
It's been a while since I've seen Lumberjack. Probably the last episode of Stud and the Dud.
Sorry, I was just kind of flipping through some of the comments. And Raptus, as I'm assuming, trying to trigger me.
Raptus. That's what Raptus does.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know?
Look, you're gonna have to do better than that, Raptus, if you're gonna trigger me. And I'm not saying you're trying to trigger me, but I'm just saying if you want to start a fire, you're gonna have to do better than a $20 battle pack.
I feel like a Saturday night hive stream could be a good macro bricks kryptonite to your Raptus there. That could be fun. That could be some fun, Raptus.
Raptus, have you thought about asking anybody else to be on their stream? And then maybe just inadvertently, I would be on the stream too, and then we could hang out on a stream together, but it wouldn't be like my stream.
Hey.
Because Raptus, most of the time, I'm just messing around because you're a good dude. You got a good heart. Just every once in a while, you just can't help yourself. It gets to me.
And I'm guilty to a flaw, I just
Dude, and I'm guilty of it too. I'm
Buddy
guilty
to
of
a
it too.
flaw,
I'm
so.
surprised anybody would even want me on any of their streams. As much as I complain about stuff, But I try and have a good heart about it. I mean, when I curse, I try and say it with love.
Did you see the Jurassic World or Jurassic? I guess it's Jurassic World.
Yeah.
The dinosaur escape with Dr. Grant, that classic scene that they should have done long ago.
Well, and at least they finally just made it a little more realistic. Like, oh, okay, they got loose. Now they're just everywhere. And I look, my prediction. So sorry for if I spoil it for anybody because I don't know, but my prediction is that's just how it's gonna end. Like dinosaurs are just gonna have to. They're gonna like maybe rule the world or live side by side with humans because there's going to be a certain point like you're not going to be able to contain them, dude.
Yeah, as soon as they were like, we're making flying dinosaurs, I'm like, how dumb can you freaking be?
Right. Like most of the land ones, there's a possibility you could round them all up or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right,
But
or
the ones
put
in the
them on an
water and the ones in
island.
the air.
Yeah,
no.
it's just kind of like it's over, game over.
Game over.
Flying dinosaurs are like drones. Like that's just a can of worms.
Yeah, totally.
Now, this might be an unexpected topic, but I think I might have some printed slopes that are from Star Wars sets.
Really?
You might have some what?
I think I might have some printed slopes that are from Star Wars sets.
Oh, okay. Let's see if we can identify them.
Yeah, because I think I got them from an independent toy store, an independent toy store spelled Laygo. Some of them actually are stickers, but I'm pretty sure they're from Star Wars sets. So let me just reach over to my wall of storage drawers that apparently make some people nauseous, and let me find something to put this on.
So you guys want to hear something?
What's that?
Yep.
And let me get your honest opinion about it, okay? And let me give you a little disclaimer. When I tell you this story, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to already go into telling you this, saying I'm technically in the wrong, okay?
Okay.
So technically, I'm in the wrong, but that's not the opinion I want from you guys.
Okay.
So here it goes. I'm not going to give the name, but the company that I just worked for, I quit that job Monday. Okay. Like the new job I just got.
Right.
All right. For a handful of different reasons, which I won't get into right now. When I was in the hiring process, they were telling me about a sign-on bonus. Okay.
Okay.
The sign-on bonus was $2,500.
Okay.
For
Okay.
X amount of time.
Now, check this out. Every place I've ever worked at that has any kind of sign-on bonus, that's what it is. You usually work there 30, 60, 90 days or something, even up to 6 months sometimes or something. And
Right.
then they will give you the bonus. This one, I didn't look at the fine print. So when I was signing papers and everything, of course I see like 2,500 sign-on bonus. Oh, great. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Sign, I want my sign-on bonus. I just didn't read all the stuff with it. Okay.
Okay.
So all the stuff that goes with it is if you don't work for the company within, I think it's 60 days or something like that, if you leave or get terminated, you got to pay that money back because they gave it to me up front on my first check. So I didn't know that. I thought it was just like, okay, this is, you get this, you know what I mean? Because it gets taxed and everything else. And I've never experienced that. Like, why would they give you that first? You know what I mean? I know now why they probably do it, kind of to lock you in so you don't go anywhere for a while.
For 6 months, right? I
Right.
think, yeah.
But yeah, I got to pay that $2,500 back.
Okay.
I
Was
only
you
worked
left
with them
before
for
your
like,
time or whatever?
yeah.
What?
So now, like, here's the part. Technically, yes, I signed the paper and everything. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's definitely nothing I'm going to be able to fight over,
Right.
But just what do you guys, and I'm not worried about my feelings or anything. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that they were trying to be sneaky? Or do you think it was like, we're so nice of a company, we have faith that you're going to want to, because dude, you don't know what exactly you're walking into with this type of job, man. Like, I know I'm going to be fixing
companies are
appliances.
nice. Of course, they're trying to be sneaky and locky, and of course, they're trying to get the ball in their corner.
Because if I
Absolutely.
would have stayed, if things would have worked out differently, obviously that's really awesome. You know what I mean? That was a cool thing. But there is so many things involved that I was not aware of. And then on top of that, my health. You know what I mean? So
To me, that almost said like we're that crappy of a company. We got to give you $2,500 up front in hopes that you put up with our shit.
yeah,
for 6 months.
and think about it, that's a gamble because let's say I did pay more attention and I was reading everything. So
Right.
I'm looking at the paper and I'm like, okay, what do I do? Do I not sign it?
Yeah.
Because what if it works out? Then I'm going to kick myself in the ass for not signing it and getting the bonus.
Yeah.
But if
Or
it
you
doesn't work
sign
out,
it and you're
now
asking to
probably
work
the
14
smartest
hours.
thing to do was to read it, get the bonus, and then sit it aside. So that way, if something doesn't work out, I can just give it right back
Well,
to him.
hang on. Was the
And that's
signing
the
bonus? Was the signing bonus
X amount of
inside,
hours.
or was it inside or outside of your guaranteed money?
It was guaranteed.
But was it inside or outside?
I don't know
of
what you mean
Of
by
your
that.
yearly
Insider.
salary.
Like,
Of your
if-
yearly salary.
Because if the signing bonus was inside of your guaranteed money, that's not really a bonus. That's just a cash advance.
No, it'd be outside your
That's a
yearly
good way-
salary.
That's a good way to look at that, Mayo. Actually, that is a very good way to look at that. The only difference is it's not a cash advance if I stay working because I don't have to pay it back.
Yeah.
So you're saying that it was that your signing bonus was paid outside of your standard.
No,
wage.
it was on my check. It was, and see, and that's the other thing that Mrs. Hive was talking about. She's like, not only does it suck, you got to pay it back, but you actually got to pay back more than you actually got because when they gave it to me, it's taxed. So I didn't even get the whole 20.
Oh yeah, down
whole 2,500
with all the tag down.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing that's the biggest kick about it is I'm not working now. So I was really counting on this last paycheck to help me out, man. You know what I mean? And now it's like, not only am I not going to get that last check, but that last check's not even going to be $2,500. So
This is kind of a shady move, but what's your small claims court system like in the U.S.?
oh, dude, there's no
Really
way
gonna
in
pursue you
hell
for it?
I would be able to fight that dude. One, I'd be
Okay,
going up
I
against,
forget,
I'd be going up against this huge company, with lawyers, but it's a signed contract. You know what I mean? I signed the contract. It was just my fault for not reading it.
Right. Well, my
So
question
if you
is,
not
what
pay
what
that
what
outside
opinion
the
do you want
signing
us to
bonus,
have?
Why should you have to give it back?
Because I don't
If you
work
got-
for them anymore.
Right, because it was a bonus.
Especially if they.
If he worked
So
for
for
us
me,
6 months.
my opinion would be that's kind of scammy because they do lock you in. So they give you the money up front, and then for all you know, they start trying to run you 14 hours a day over top of your yearly salary. Versus if you got it at the end of your 6 months or 3 months, whatever it is, at least you got more of a known or more of information about the company and how they run themselves, right?
Right. Yeah. So it really, I mean, because when I was first going through everything, I'm like, wow, dude, that's awesome. Like, man, I could really use that right now. You know what I mean? And stuff. And but yeah, now that I look back on, I'm like, dude, oh my god, it would have been so much better if they just wait. You know, like say like so they're saying like they gave me the money and I have to work at least 60 days or I got to pay it back. But why not just be like, okay, after your 60 days, you know, here, this is yours. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I can see why they give it in advance, just because that's a perk for people that are, you know, that are ready and willing to do the, you know, do the job or whatever.
Well, and that's how I was. I was pretty gun ho, man. But
right,
again,
you were pretty gun ho until every day you were driving in the ghetto and.
Well, not every day,
know,
but like, yeah, that was one thing they didn't explain to me.
Right, but there are other people that's not going to phase them one bit, and so having the bonus up front is an incentive for them to sign with this company as per the other company over there. You know, because there are some people that are going to suck it up no matter what because they need the money back.
No, I know, I get what you're saying, but
I think that's why they offered it up at the beginning.
Right. But the thing that I would counter that with is like, look. Most companies don't give you anything.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So why not just be happy that if you stay there for 2 months, that's not that long. You know what I mean? That you would then get the money.
Right. Most places offer it later. It's like once you or whatever, here's the check. Thanks for staying for 6 months or whatever, you know, kind of a deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In hindsight, I'd grind out my 60 days and I'd call in sick every day that I could.
If they're paying you the bonus outside of your contract, they shouldn't be they shouldn't be legally allowed to require you to pay back that bonus.
Right, no, but the contract he signed in the bonus thingy, that was one of the clauses.
So
he signed that clause.
They know what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of paperwork that
the bonus was inside, and it wasn't a bonus; it was a cash advance. There must be some weird.
It was outside of his salary. It wasn't part of his salary, so it was outside. Yeah. But either way, he signed legal papers saying whether this is inside or outside of my pay. Yeah. I will give it back if I do not work for you for this number of days. He signed that. He has no legal recourse. He must give the money back.
To the point where, like, when
the tough part is how would you recover the taxes? Because you should be able to recover the taxes, I would think, because it's no longer your income. Because that's not income. So the taxes you should be able to recover, or only pay back the amount after taxes.
See, Moments of the Magic says it's typical practice in companies. And there's a lot of typical practices in companies, isn't there? It's amazing number of people who don't read contracts and such, especially don't read the fine print. Yeah, I'm usually pretty decent about that stuff. Even if I don't read everything word for word, I'm usually pretty good about skimming stuff over. Those are awesome monitors, by the way. What'd you say, Macro?
The best piece of advice I got young, and it applies to my situation now. I have no one situation. If you're just entering the workforce, you're 15, 16, you got to use these companies like they use you.
Yeah. Well, and I'm a firm believer of balance, and work is a two-way street. We need employers, and they sure as hell definitely need us.
Well, they need us more. They don't got a company without us.
Right. So, but it should be a very mutual relationship. And hey, and I don't mind the owner of the company or whatever, man, making their money and their profits and doing well on themselves. You know what I mean? Just as long as everything else is a fair balance. Yeah.
So my only opinion on it is they should have waited 6 months to give it to you instead of giving it to you right away.
Yeah, it is what it is, you know.
Because it's screwing with you now, and it's just kind of like it shouldn't be.
Right.
Will Harper says, feel free to send me those printed and stickered 2x2 slopes. Will Harper must know that they're from some Star Wars sets. I'm assuming these are from one of the I'm going to take a stab and say these are from the motorized 8080 from 2005.
Those are all printed or stickers?
The ones with the orange outline are stickers,
Okay.
and the one on the left is a print.
That one on the left is the very nice print with a little AT walking on it.
Yeah, it is nice. I think I'm going to sell some minifigs.
Oh, so would that be like the cockpit piece of Snowspeeder?
Oh, they're from
I believe so.
Speeders, Will says.
Okay.
And also, I'm not sure about the one on the left, but I'm pretty sure the one on the right is from Star Wars set.
Oh, and by the way, Will, to your question, to your whatever comment of a question, saying about if Mayo was asking if it's part of my yearly salary. I know I'm behind on some of the comments here, but no, it was not part of my yearly salary.
Yeah, it was a bonus.
I mean, the IRS would count it as part of my yearly salary.
Yeah, they sure the heck would. Because we just count all of your income. We don't care the sources. Where'd you get
just like check this out. I was because of the situation I'm in right now. I was actually thinking about cashing out one of my 401ks, just to help me out. You know what I mean? But I didn't know. I knew there'd be a fee because you're not supposed to just cash them out, right? I knew there'd be a fee, but I didn't realize not only do you have to pay taxes up front on that, but you also have to pay taxes on the back end when you file at the end of the year. I was like, oh my God. And the taxes, I don't know how accurate it is, but Mrs. Hyde was like, yeah, it's like 40% or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the taxes or the fee, or maybe it's both combined. But I was
they
like,
really don't want you to cash those out, do they?
Dude, like my knees got weak. I was like, I felt like I was gonna faint, man.
I just found another stickered one. The one on the left looks like the trench from the Death Star. So if I was to guess, it's from either an X-wing or a TIE fighter or Advance.
Okay, so where'd you get all these things from anyway?
Yeah, man, you got
I just got them in bulk from an independent store.
Okay. Oh, so this is that Lego store that you went to, the LAYGO.
Yeah.
Okay.
LAYGO. They are out of business now, and I'm pretty. I'm not sure about the one on the left that's with the white body color, but I can recognize the ones in the black. I can recognize the ones in the black are Imperial shuttles. Just not sure who fought what craft fought the Imperial shuttles.
I got a Star Wars question for my Star Wars fans out there. Why on the Death Trooper helmets do they have the green and the helmet? You know what I'm talking about? Here, I can show you the reference picture I'm using so you can see what I mean.
Well, they had the green, the masks glowed green in the show. Yeah, the little load down there. And I think it was just because it was cool.
Well, yeah, it's definitely cool. But I mean, I'm just curious if anybody knows, like, is there a certain reason why? And by the way, this is actually going to be the pose and everything that I'm going to use. But yeah, I was curious if anybody knows. What, Doc?
The only thing I could think of is that they're under, what do you want to call it? They're under atmosphere at all times. So they're always breathing internally from their suits.
Yeah, and there's obviously something very weird going on with the Death Troopers. I mean,
right. Well, they also might be like chemically enhanced. In some
I've
way
heard.
as well.
I've heard. I don't know if it's legends, if it's true, rumors, but some shit made up. But I heard something about them being kind of like zombies or zombified or something like that.
Oh, they could be like dead people.
Yeah, but you know when they talk, man, they sound like they're in a fucking shitty drive-through. Like,
well, they sound like regular stormtroopers.
You know, it's like, what? What'd you say?
That's what happens when you get too close to the microphone.
Will Harper, I would try to send you these printed elements. No, I shouldn't say printed elements. Decorated slopes to you, but I think I'm gonna use them as interior detail in this office building.
Yeah, some of them you could like be like the Star Wars one with the AT-AT or whatever. That could be like a video game console. Somebody could be playing
because
Star
I'm
Wars.
thinking,
Oh, yeah.
You
I'm
know?
thinking because a lot of these are in grey, and some of them are they must have been in sets before 2004 because they're the old dark grey. I thought I've got a lot of these Star Wars decorated slopes that I'm not going to use. I built this grey skyscraper in my live stream earlier. Why not try and use them in this mod? Because I wasn't emotionally invested in doing the interior details, but then I thought to myself after my live stream, well, I've got all these Star Wars things I'll never use. Maybe this is a good way to use them.
That is definitely a possibility.
I mean, I want to open the door, but I don't
So
want
who knows? Maybe this might be the Star Wars tower owned by Darth Vader or something.
You're funny.
Because I know that I
talk about
do
Ray, right?
have, I know that I do have an Anakin Skywalker and an R2D2 around here somewhere.
Oh, a couple more people have reached out to me about the intros to Good Morning Brick World, Doc. So we should have some more intros coming.
I gotta film mine before the weekend.
I don't know if you're talking, Doc. You're muted.
I have one shared right there. I haven't seen it yet.
What?
I'm sharing one right now. An intro.
Really?
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, sent by
Oh.
Jesse. Let's take a look.
Oh, okay.
This is what I want. This is what I want from you, Mail.
All right, okay. All right, everybody. Here we go.
Jesse's Bricks Galaxy.
Spoiler warning. This is Jesse's Brick Galaxy, and we're wishing you a good morning, Brick World, from Minnesota. Cheers.
Dude.
Yeah.
Man, like, hold on a second. Hold on.
Heart. I'm doing the heart hand thing.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, hold on.
Heart hand.
Jesse, that was awesome. Thank you. I appreciate
I know that you already have the Mobile Harper because you're a Star Wars collector.
What up, Eric? Right on.
I need some hinges. Hey, Eric. There's a lot of people in the chat today.
Everybody's a little chatty out there. That's good. That's what I like, man. I look like the chat is the reason I love the chat is mainly, obviously like the interaction with everybody and the dialect that we can have and just everything about it. But I'm one of those people, I've always liked listening like talk radio, and I'm always interested in what people think. So I always get like an extra something else out of the chat.
Did you see Lumberjack was like Lumberjack is a master of the Google and the cut and paste.
Lumberjack is so great, man. I just tell him to stay the hell away from my forest.
I just came up with an idea of how to use some of my pieces from Dots. Hashtag Dot Squad.
Dots.
Where'd I put the dots?
That is a question. Hashtag where did I put the dots?
Where did the dots go?
What did the dots say?
So I'm liking so far where this is going. So far,
Is this
so good.
the second helmet in the series?
Yup.
Nice.
Yup.
This one's gonna be interesting because it's black. On
Yeah.
It's black.
And
Dark
I
shade.
and it's really gonna stand out on this white paper.
Yeah, when they make the print on it. it's
Well,
like-
so like I was
Like-
saying the other day when I was getting prints made,
Lumberjack.
I should have got a print made of your drawing macro. Now that I think about it, but it doesn't matter. I got a digital copy of it. So, but when I was getting the prints made,
I'll tell you a print.
Well, I mean, the crazy thing about when I do like specific commission stuff for people, like it's like that's theirs. It's no longer mine. So I
Still
don't.
good.
Well, no, I mean, like I said, I keep like a digital copy. You know what I mean? But like, it's not unless it's something crazy. Like I don't really have anything to do with it anymore. Like I won't hang it up or nothing like that, or you know. But yeah, this one's gonna be really good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to think of the next one to do after this one. I
You were
feel like I
supposed-
should do a good guy this time. You know,
Man at Arms.
I know you keep going back to the Man at Arms. And
Like there
that's-
are a
that's-
lot of Masters of the Universe people in the Lego community. I don't know.
What do you guys out in the chat think, man?
And it'd be something different than Star Wars, but something still kind of cool and hits the nostalgia
Well-
bone and everything too.
Well, there's a couple helmets that are on my list. They're just on the low bottom of the list. But like the one that Lando wore in Return of the Jedi when they went to Jabba's palace.
Yeah,
You remember that one?
yeah.
So like I want to do that one because that's the intricate, like the part that goes over the face.
Yeah,
Or
well, just like
basically, I guess
the Leia helmet would be
yeah,
cool.
the Leia helmet is more closer to the top of the list. Even when I was a kid, for some reason I love that helmet.
Would love me some the Black Tusken Raider that taught Boba Fett how to fence
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. That'd be a
his
good one. Yeah.
face with the
Yeah.
black, the black. Oh, he would be.
There's definitely like some Inquisitor masks I like, or helmets. Obviously, I know what one I was thinking about doing next. Maybe was I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but the Mandalorian girl in Rebels that's got the colorful Mandalorian
Sabine
helmet.
Wren?
Yeah,
Sabine?
Sabine.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking about doing hers because I was like, I could that way I could do a Mandalorian helmet plus I get to do some color popping with it.
Yeah, I'm like, we're gonna see her die in the Ahsoka show. I mean,
Yeah,
why else would he not seen her? Every other surviving Mandalorian has appeared.
Right.
you
right.
know, so I'm like, she might be dead.
It's possible. It's definitely possible.
So this is my little build for an office desk. Got a computer with a keyboard and a separate monitor with the readout for the image of the 8080. And I was able to use one of those white 1x1 half round tiles as the mouse.
Nice.
I probably need to get some more of these keyboards on Bricklink, so I'm going to call this a prototype design, so I can make mass quantities.
I do like how you do the mouse. Oh look, our first bot of the night.
Hello, guys.
Cardiptisifigi. That's a crazy name. Thank you, Raptus. Now, Raptus, that my dear friend is the correct way to use that wrench.
Wing pellet helmet.
Right to the back of the head. Right to the back of the head.
That was a clean shot.
Clean shot. Clean shot. That's right, because Raptus, you got those. I can't remember Raptus. What do you use? Pistols, or you use that crazy gun you made? I feel like you use pistols, man.
It's got that
If
crazy
I ever become a
flip-out
mod,
gun.
I'll use. If I ever become a mod, I'll use the Sword of Osiris.
Nice. Ezra's helmet. Which one was that, man?
that was
hold
a
on.
stormtrooper trainee helmet.
Yeah, with the funky design on it, right? I
Yeah,
do
the funky
like that
face.
one. I do like that one. That's a nice little office space you got there, Mayo.
Yeah, a very basic, very vintage aesthetic.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
If only I had more keyboards and computer screens, I could make another 2 of these things. I'll try and make
So when you get
I
four
make
of
some
them-
prototypes.
so when you get 4 of those helmets done, Hive, you're gonna have to do one of those 4 panels with each.
Yeah,
helmet,
I don't know
you
how many
Ooh, that'd be sick.
I'm gonna do either. I know I'm not. I mean, I'm probably gonna do something similar to that between 4 and 6, then stop, and then go on to different type of helmets for a while. And in between all this, doing commission stuff that people want me to do. Like Chef has got something he wants me to do, but I got to talk to him this weekend about it and make sure I got the details right. Because he wants like, not to get into too much of the detail, but he wants me to draw like a trunk that you would take like around the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, you know how like and like you do that and there's like stickers around on the trunk from around the world and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, should I draw like a normal trunk, or should I draw like a Lego built trunk, or like should I do like a treasure chest trunk? I'm like, what kind of trunk should I do, man? You know?
Would
And
be
then,
we want a steamer trunk.
Well, yeah, well, that's what I need to find out for sure, you know. And then like what kind of stickers you may want on there, you know, like what, like is it certain countries or certain
Or
things,
conventions. Like, yeah,
conventions? That would be a good one.
Brick Cascade.
Brick Cascade.
Brick Fair, Brick World.
Fair, Virginia.
What's the big one in Australia, Mayo?
Probably a Brick Convention in January in Melbourne.
Yeah, Convention, yeah.
That's what all of the big YouTubers go to.
Yeah,
So-
Steve there.
Mama Lego says, "What about doing the Batman cow?" Well, here's the thing about that.
Which one?
And well, yeah, there's that. But I don't. I'm not saying I wouldn't do the Batman cow, but it's just nowhere near probably at the top of my list because unless like I'm an insane Batman fan, it just seems too common. And I don't mean that I don't mean it in a bad way. I just mean like some things I'm not really gonna want to do unless someone literally pays me to do it. It's probably like Batman, Spider-Man, you know. And I know Spider-Man's not a helmet; it's a mask, but
Right.
you know, it's kind of the same thing in a way. Now I would do the Batman Who Laughs. I would do his.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't even know what Batman Who Laughs looks like.
He's too
Just
common.
like I'm not doing Darth Vader. You know?
That's too common. That's
Yeah,
pedestrian.
it's just you know.
It's been done. It's been done to
Yeah.
death.
Yeah, I won't do like a normal stormtrooper. I may do a first order stormtrooper eventually, just because I do like the design a lot of the first order stormtroopers.
Well, that would be cool to have in one drawing the different stormtrooper helmets. Just the standard one though, but the white
yeah,
one.
yeah.
And then put that one that Lego made in the middle that everybody hates. You're like, boom, there it is.
Hey, Secret Squirrel, still waiting for Dark Helmet. We were just talking about Dark Helmet earlier, so I'll recap for you. I'm not saying I will never do Dark Helmet, but it is so far further down on my list of things to draw that if you wanted to, like it'd have to be something someone would commission me to draw, like pay me to do, you know. It's just as far as just random stuff that I draw to make prints of to sell, unless there was a huge demand. Like if there was enough people that were like really clamoring for like look, if I could promise you this, if at least 8 people tell me that they will sincerely buy a print of Dark Helmet, I'll draw a Dark Helmet. Because that means I can at least sell 8 prints and make up the money that it would pretty much charge, you know, roughly to do a commission piece for that. You know what I mean? But look, here's the thing, and this is something that I've been really bad about growing up with my artwork. I'm really quick to draw anybody anything they want and not take any money. And I can't do that. Like I might be able to do that later when I'm a little more comfortable, but like right now I've really got to like grind and try and make some money. You know what I mean? So I can't. Yeah, I don't know. So like if enough people wanted me to draw it, yeah, I would draw it.
But at least it's on the list. There is that. So you know.
But I will tell you this. You know what's further up on the list? I forgot to tell you this, Secret Squirrel, is I would draw a portrait of Rick Moranis with the Dark Helmet on. Not without his face covered, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Now I would do that before I would even do like the normal Dark Helmet drawing. Which I think in essence would be better. because
Yes.
you would get Rick Moranis, the guy who played Dark Helmet, and Rick Moranis because Rick Moranis is awesome. But then you would get Dark Helmet too, kind of the best of both worlds. Like another good. Oh man, you know another good portrait to do. Oh, I hope I don't. I gotta write this down so I don't forget it. Rick Moranis in Ghostbusters. Remember when he was possessed, and I can't remember what the dialogue was, but he was roaming around like Central Park or something, and like the guy with the horse,
I'm Vince
and like
Corpo.
yeah, and then like remember he like Rick Moranis like growled and his eyes kind of glue red a little bit.
Yeah.
Just that shot right there would be a great portrait to do.
And he had the colander on his head.
Yeah, yeah, that's another good one too. That's another
With
good
the
one.
wire. So it would be a helmet. It would be a helmet.
You're right, right. Well, the helmet thing is just a series that I'm doing. I mean, I have other drawings that I plan on doing. Like for instance, I'm going to do a portrait of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman for Mrs. Hive.
Okay.
Because you know she's a huge Wonder Woman fan, so I promised her eventually I will draw her a Gal Gadot one. Because I asked her if she wanted Gal Gadot or Linda Carter,
Okay.
and she couldn't really decide, so I decided for her. I was like, we'll go with Gal.
Yeah, I didn't like the movie, and then I watched a video about it, and I like it even less now.
What, are you talking about the second one?
Yeah, they're pointing out things that I did. I was just kind of like, oh.
No,
Wow.
no, the second one was just like, you know, like how the analogy I use for a lot of Star Wars movies. Like it was a great spectacle, awesome to watch. But yeah, then like later on the drive home, you're like, wait a minute.
You're like, what the hell happened? Nothing. You're like,
Wait,
what?
Wait a minute.
What? The power of love? What? Well,
Power of
especially the
love,
whole
wait.
invisible jet, just it was just kind of like,
I'm like, she got all those people that made those wishes around the world to retract their wishes?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Or you can give multiple wishes now. You know, it's like, okay, and there was just too much.
Now, but
dumbness in
and
it,
it's
but-
so crazy because
There's a good
it wasn't perfect, but man, I absolutely loved the first Wonder Woman.
Yeah, first
Dude,
one
it
was
was
fantastic.
so great, man. It was epic.
The first Wonder Woman was actually a good DC movie.
Yep.
Dude, there were so many times I got goosebumps, man. Like there was one scene when they were at war, and she jumped up on top of they boosted her up when she jumped, and she went through that bell tower. Dude, when she went through that bell tower, I remember we were in the theater and like everybody was quiet, and I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "Holy cow, dude!" Like
You did not just replay that. Yell up at the booth.
Did it come out of nowhere like Luke Skywalker narrowing through the trenches to blow up the Death Star?
Yeah, you could say that. What's Raptor saying? Shut up and take my money about? All the Knights of Ren helmets.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh man,
Heck
you're right.
yeah.
Because the Knights of Ren were definitely up there on the top of my list. I was trying to pick one, but I really should do them all in like their own series, man.
Oh, we got a super chat.
Just like the
by
Bad
Macro.
Batch, you know, the Bad
Macro,
Batch.
what are you doing, man?
What happened?
Oh, come on, man! What?
Throwing down some
You've
Canadian
already supported me. Thank you. I mean,
No
I know
problem. I
it
support
was
a lot of
work,
people,
but you
my
know,
friend. No
still,
problem.
man,
They
thank
are
you,
rich up in
Macro. I appreciate
Canada.
that.
Damn.
Thank you. Gosh.
I hope Macro Bricks is just flexing his disposable income.
Well, I don't think it's disposable. I don't.
I hope so. I
I
hope
don't
he
feel
doesn't
like
need
Macro
that.
could just make
I
it rain
support
on
a lot of
everybody for.
people in the community, and you guys give me a lot of info to watch, a lot of entertainment to watch. So the love goes around. The great.
That's why we've got to do our part to help Macro Bricks get an AdSense contract so that whatever money he makes on his videos, he can reinvest into people's membership.
Oh yeah,
and
you
Patreon
should definitely
program.
get.
There you go, Macro. There's an idea for you. Would people be prepared to watch ads on a Macro Bricks video if it means Macro gets to reinvest his AdSense contract back into people's memberships?
Here's the
Chances
thing.
are high.
Eventually, it's not going to matter because they're going to be putting ads on everybody's videos anyways. It's just going to happen if you had the criteria, the numbers, you'll get paid for it. But ads are coming regardless. I don't know when it's supposed to happen, but
big fan of giving credit where credit's due, man. Thanks a lot, Hive.
Hey, nah, man. Thank you. I
And,
appreciate
like,
it, dude.
The only reason I brought that up, Macro, is because I know that you and a lot of other people have too much integrity to make money on your videos.
I mean, for me, it's not really about integrity as much as it is like, look,
Yeah, I wouldn't call it integrity either. Yeah.
Okay, maybe
if
it's more-
especially if they're gonna already start playing ads anyways, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like if
maybe
they're
it's more
already gonna
like
be doing it, I'm
an-
like, well, I might as well, you know, get paid for it if they're already gonna show them anyways. But I looked at it in the beginning to where it wasn't a concern as much about making money because at the time I had a full-time job. I was fine. You know what I mean? But then I was thinking, well, you know what, man? It's cool if I make money, even with a job. That would help me pay for, you know, Lego and stuff. You know what I mean? It helped me pay for a camera or the microphone or whatever, you know, to make my channel better. It helped me pay for Dragon Frame and stuff. So I can, you know, I can make better stop motions, you know, and be better with the entertainment and, you know, and help my channel grow. But yeah, now it's like, I would love to be able to just be able to live just enough off of YouTube, but obviously, you know, that's something that takes a long time. You know what I mean? Now the artwork's different. That's why I'm going to try and actually do something with that because that's
I'm sorry if I
something
put you on the
tangible that I can
spot
sell.
about that, Macro.
Oh, it's all good, man. All good.
I am thinking about selling some of my things though. Not just because like I don't have a job right now. I'm trying to make a little money, but also just to make some room to kind of get rid of some stuff. I think there's some things I have maybe some people might really want. I don't know what yet. Like for instance, I was thinking about selling one of my Cad Bane minifigs since I have 2 of them. I gotta get with Solo so I can sell him my Nebulon frigate since I've been putting that off forever. I'm surprised that it hasn't gone way more up in price too. I mean, it's definitely gone up, but I thought for sure that thing would have been like way more expensive than it is.
I see a maniac for bricks in the chat. Hello, maniac.
No doubt.
Hey, what's going on, brother? If you want a link, man, let me know and I'll shoot you one.
Okay, I need some 1x2 bricks, and I can find them.
All right. Where's Ryan? Somebody said hi to Ryan. Is Ryan in the chat? Like, did I miss him or something?
Maniac for bricks or brick maniac? Brick maniac, Ryan.
Oh, see, that's
Maniac for bricks.
I still get them mixed up sometimes, like with the maniacs for brick and brick maniac. It still throws me out. I don't know if it's my dyslexia or what.
It's funny, Raptor.
And I'm sorry if I'm offending any Lego purists out there, but I do have some fake Lego. But rest assured, I really only like to use fake Lego for
Kick
areas
him.
where you're
Kick
not
him
going
now.
to see
Just
the
kick
sun.
him.
I know I've got some fake Lego in here that I'm trying to use for some of these interior details because no
Damn,
one's
you're
ever
gonna have to
seen
boot
it.
me too. I've bought some fake Lego in my time. That was before I could afford the real stuff, though.
No one's ever going to see it because it's on the interior.
But I went out of my way to rectify that situation. The only reason I bought fake Lego is because it was better than bringing out like the pastels, the glue stick, and the construction paper and making up my own, standalone.
Right.
I would
Good night, Mama Lego.
And
Maniac for
Funny
bricks
dog.
is funny, man. It's not you being unoriginal, man. I mean, look, like probably at least 50% of us have bricks in our name, you know. Like I said, it's more about me probably being an old man. Yeah.
Back in back in January, well, the 7th of January 2013, I guess the Mayo Hosco name wasn't taken yet.
Seth, what up, man? Howdy, yo.
Howdy ho. What's up, Seth?
Freaking
Hey,
funny
Seth.
guy.
Yeah, man, Seth is great.
Well, everyone's
I,
great. Everyone's great if you take the time to watch a Brick Hive live stream.
Oh, I don't know how true that statement would be. I feel like there's some still probably people that would not be great even if they watched a Hive stream. But I do appreciate that sentiment, though, Mayo. It's very sweet.
Gotta kiss up to the boss.
I am not the boss, man. Trust me.
He's like, get Mrs. Hive out here.
Yeah, he's the boss.
Let's get the real boss out here.
I've got some very, very
world, bro.
discolored Lego that I'll try using some of these interior details.
I was like,
Because
wait,
the ones up
sun.
the top here almost look like light pen.
So did you wash any of that both Lego, or you're just
No, I haven't washed anything. I haven't dusted anything. I haven't done the hydrogen peroxide treatment, but I probably should for these bricks up top because they don't look white. They look almost like light tan.
Oh yeah, I could throw those in the tan bin for sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just that my parents don't know that hydrogen peroxide is a safe and effective treatment.
Oh, so
Just go buy a whole bunch and tell me you're making methamphetamine with it.
snap.
Well, my auntie did get a prescription for pseudoephedrine.
Well, I was gonna say, make sure you record that conversation because I would love to see how it goes.
I agree with Maniac. You'd be great for places in shambles, rusting, castle mocks, or vintage or medieval mocks. It's a good place to use off-colored or cracked bricks.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought about that, man. Especially
have you thought
with
about maybe-
reddish brown.
Sorry, I keep cutting you off, Hyde.
Oh,
There's
you're
1
fine.
second
What's up,
delay.
man?
There's a 1 second delay.
No, you're fine, dude. It was only a statement. I wasn't going into a conversation about it. No, but the floor is yours, man.
No, I was just gonna say, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that
Somebody else
happens.
talk.
That will happen.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. Macro Bricks and anyone else that's building a castle, make sure to put all of your grey elements that are discolored into their own pile. Separate them out from the non-discolored and use that for your castle. You can use the weathering effect so that you don't have to use the hydrogen peroxide.
This was cracked before this was cracked.
So I'm trying to see how well this is showing up on the camera. Excuse me for a second, everybody.
Showing up pretty good. Nice.
It's showing up, yeah.
A little bit of a different angle than the other one for sure.
Yeah, I did it facing the opposite direction.
More
And
full on.
this is something where I'm not really doing any pre-planning, which I probably should. Where if you bought these individually, it's fine. But if, like, let's say, you buy a print for all of them, like you want to get the whole collection of them, you know what I mean? Like, I have no idea. I should probably plan out maybe how, all the helmets might be, like maybe the direction. I don't even know if it would matter, honestly. I don't even think it would probably matter.
No, I'll just swing it. That'd be half the fun.
All right.
The collectability of the collection.
Well, Harper said I used all the old greys and discolored Lego in my Coruscant slums mod
Nice.
for that very reason. See,
Oh,
that's
that's a good idea, Will. Yeah.
I look. You know what's crazy, man? Is I don't feel like Coruscant gets enough love, man, from Lego. Even from mock builders. Like, I've seen some, but it just, you always see like all the crazy planets like that were in the prequels, Clone Wars and stuff, or you see Tatooine, you know what I mean? But like, you just don't see much about Coruscant. And I've like searched out videos about Coruscant too, because Coruscant fascinates me, man. I remember in in the theater when we first saw Phantom Menace, and like, whatever the guy's name was, and like he describes like Coruscant, like the city planet or whatever he called it. I was like, wow. I was like, the whole planet's just like a big city. And then when I started doing some research on it and everything, I didn't realize how deep the layers go. You know what I mean? And like how all these slums are like all the way down, like not even all the way down to the bottom. Like at the bottom there's like mutants and stuff down there because of just radiation and wastes and everything else.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
It's
Yeah.
like a futuristic Kowloon walled city.
Raptus, I did see some message from you on there. I just didn't get a chance to read it. But we'll talk because like, I can tell you this, without giving too much information away about, the first purchase, but I can't, if someone offers me money for this helmet, I can't hold it, so to speak. I mean, not for that long. Because as well I do. It'd be a long time. But I don't know. We'll discuss it. I just started drawing this, so.
Raptus
yeah.
Fucked them all or what?
Well, Raptus bought the original Cody.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just got to make some more prints and stuff. Before I send it out to them and everything. Yeah, so that seems to be like what it. I think Raptus is, and look, it's going to be really weird me saying this because it's going to sound very egotistical, and I don't mean it to come out like that. No, but if my drawings got popular enough, I could see where Raptus would want to like beat everybody to the punch and just buy all the originals before they would go up in value or before there'd be a demand for them or whatever, you know what I mean? Especially if I just made the prints limited. Like,
isn't that why you have small pieces of art as an incentive in your membership, or like a custom sticker or something?
Oh yeah, you mean like next to your name?
No, I'm talking about, I read something in your membership, in the higher tier, get a free...
the second tier, yeah. When you sign up for the second tier, you get, because like with anybody's tier system, like, so like for instance, if you're even on the lowest tier in my membership, you are automatically, like I said, entered into the giveaway every month. So, and then there's like other little perks and stuff too. But then when you go up to the next tier gets all that stuff. Plus, I'll send you like a sticker, like a Brick Hive sticker. And then like the tier above that, you get all that stuff, the sticker, and then you get something I call like the director's cut. And Raptus is like the only one really that has like really been involved with it, because he's got the highest tier membership right now. But the director's cut stuff is like where anytime I do any stop motion, if there's any role voice acting that like anybody could probably do or whatever, like I will go to you first. And I'll be like, would you like to voice this character? Or would you like to voice this character? Or I'll ask you ideas sometimes about like, hey, what do you think about this? Or it's basically like anything I do with stop motion, like for the most part, you get access to. I might, even if I don't like share something with you, if you ask me, like Raptus could ask me questions about like whatever stop motion I'm working on. And as long as it's nothing like too secretive or whatever, like I'll just tell him anything he wants, really. So that's the top membership. You get all the other stuff everybody else gets, but you get this thing I call director's cut, where you're heavily involved in the stop motion stuff, or you'll be the first in line to maybe have like a guest spot or like in the stop motion or stuff like that.
Good idea.
Yeah. So I thought that was so and it evolves. Like I added on the gift giveaway as a thank you to my members every month. I might do like a giveaway for like one of my drawings or something like that. It's just that gets a little complicated because not all my members are Star Wars fans. You know what I mean? So they might really appreciate Captain, or Commander Cody, but like they just don't care because they're not a Star Wars fan. You know what I mean? So, try and be fair to everybody. I tried to have a tier system, but nobody wanted to join it. I can't explain the whole like the tier system is different for everybody. I wasn't even comfortable doing it for a long time. Like it, I was all about like I'm humble and I will accept donations and stuff. But the tier stuff, the membership, I didn't do for a long time because I didn't want it to be nothing. I wanted somebody to, wanted it to be worth it to people. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just came up with a different tier systems, and what I could do in this cord is like wrapped around my leg somehow. What the heck, man?
You shouldn't have to go run, take a leak.
Right. Anyways, I'm rambling on. What's everybody else talking about? Oh, Raptus. He says I will get them all. I mean, Raptus, it's a good goal to have, man, if you want, man. But I'm just so. And another thing, so like I was thinking about this too. So I'm doing Star Wars helmets right now, and I'll dabble in other helmets and stuff as well. But I kind of want to do weapons too. What the hell is that?
Oh, yeah, I hear with you. I hear you, Maniac for bricks. You don't want to set up that tier program. That's why I made a 4th tier, $999. Go ahead and steal your parents' credit card.
They're on clearance. They finally have stuff on clearance. So I was just like, gotta get it. It's on clearance. And then, of course,
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And Star Wars. Ooh.
I'm a big fan of those minifigure packs, man.
Nice.
So how much % off were they?
20. This is Seattle. That's clearance. 20% off is clearance.
Yeah, in
It's a Lego
Australia,
store, right? Yeah.
What do you get in the city one?
30% off is clearance.
Duke. It
20%
has
off is
Duke
normal.
Detain in it. So it's a police
Oh.
officer.
Oh, Maniac, I'm sorry, man. Here, I got you, dude. Hold on.
It's got Duke Detain, some some random cop lady, and then 2 bad guys, 2 generic bad guys.
Red
And
ball cap.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then you notice in the city, the criminals are Italian because
Raptus. Hold on. Stop. Raptus, what are you doing?
What is he doing now?
What are you doing? Deleting comments, man. What are you doing, dude? Lumberjack didn't even say anything bad. What are you doing? What?
I'll miss out that.
Look, Maniac, message me on Instagram so I can send you a link, okay? And I will definitely send you a link. Like Raptus, dude. I looked out and I saw Lumberjack had a message deleted by Raptus. I'm like, what the hell did Lumberjack say? Like,
Exactly.
like Lumberjack never says anything like bad. Like,
Well,
and I'm like looking at the comment. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, if there was Mookie for president, thumbs up and removing
Josh,
it.
she's a crazy one. Lazy.
Oh goodness.
Hope you didn't get put in timeout. No, we'd love to talk to you, Maniac.
What in the heck are you? What are you talking about, Raptus?
Was he talking
I'm like
back?
trying to understand what's going on right now. He was joking about the OCD thing, so I deleted it because part of the joke. Sorry, Raptus. It was, I guess, out of context. I didn't understand your meaning part of the joke. But please, Raptus, please be chill with that Ranch, dude. remember we've had this talk, man. Like, I just feel like unless like there's a bot or something really extreme, like you really should not be deleting any comments, man.
Get up.
Don't bother, Hive. Wait. Oh, you don't want to be on? I'm sorry, man. I'll join another time. Don't worry about it. Okay. Yeah, man. Sorry. It just, I missed your comment, man. It's nothing personal. But like I said, you're more than welcome to if you change your mind. Just let me know.
Yeah, because I'd love to talk to Maniac Public sometime.
Oh, yeah?
What part?
Okay. Back to this. Actually, how long have we been streaming? What is this?
An hour at least. Oh, it's 2 hours.
Yeah, almost 2 hours. Yeah, it's all good, though. It's not like I got to be anywhere tomorrow. Oh, my gosh. This is so weird, man. I've just never been in a situation like this before.
All right. No
Maybe-
leg printing on the AIM agents. That kind of went cheap.
Maniac, you all right, man? You seem pretty bummed out, dude. I mean, I mean, it's kind of the vibe I was getting, man. You okay?
There's my thing.
Oh, Maniac, I want to talk to you so much more than what we already do.
I mean, I think people fear me, but it's only because I got a big mouth and I guess I can be kind of intense sometimes.
It's all that macroeconomic theory. People are like, we don't know if we got enough financial clout to come on the show.
Lots of pizzas. Oh,
No,
I saw Hamilton. Is that good enough? He started the Federal Reserve.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the musical.
I am.
Oh.
That guy is the guy that.
Wait, it's the same guy?
Yeah.
Oh. Shoot, I didn't know that, man. That's what I'm saying, man. You learning stuff on well, it's not a high stream. I keep wanting to call it a high stream. It's a drawing stream. It's a Death Trooper stream. Because we deal in lead.
Dealing lead.
Or we deal in energy blast.
That would keep firing against the force field, even though it won't do anything.
Oh my god, right. And then the Rancor was doing it, just hitting it. Like, oh my god, what are you?
Yeah.
I will say this.
I was disappointed nobody stepped out of their doors and helped out. It was just kind of like, really?
Yeah, like again, doing the John Travolta and Pulp Fiction, like, hey, where's everybody at? You know, like, you guys live here too.
Exactly.
Rancor go through your living room.
I was just like, ain't nobody going, what? I've had enough. I'm not having these out of towners save me. You know, it's
Right.
like, I got to do something.
Yeah, man, I don't. It's so weird. So weird. I'm on all the socials. I've spread myself thinner than paper. Whatever. Yeah, I'm on YouTube and Instagram. That's about all I can handle. I mean, I have like Twitter and like Facebook and stuff, but like, and I go on there occasionally, but I can't keep up with all of them, man. Nor do I want to.
So
You just overload your brain.
I finished building the bottom half of the office building, and I used some of the Star Wars elements to put in interior details for the desks. Rewind a little way back into the stream on the replay to see where I showed off those elements.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's a nice tall building. What is that? 7 stories?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've done 7, and I think I might want to go 14.
Holy shit.
Because I would like this to be a skyscraper that scrapes the sky. Because the distance from my floor to the underside of my table is about 85 centimeters, which is about 3 inches less than a yard.
What's a yard? Like 3 feet or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, a yard is 3 feet.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
So how come they don't say people are 2 yards tall?
Yeah, that's what I always wondered. They say 6 feet. Maybe it's easier to say 6 feet than 2 yards.
No. You know what? That's a good point, Doc. And I'm going to bring that shit up every time I'm talking to people. Like,
Yeah, specify.
Every time anybody talks about metric system,
Foot and a half.
I hear them say anything about feet.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm sorry, what? You mean 2 meters? Because you guys don't fucking use feet. Like only us dumb Americans use that.
Imperial.
And actually, the British
No, we do
still
up here
use
in Canada.
Just like a mile. Like you guys say like kilometers. I'm like, what?
Oh, who's this guy?
It's a kilometer, man. It's like a mile.
Sophia?
British people still use imperial.
Oh, sniped him.
Like what
imperial
the hell's a
system
royal with
for
cheese, man? You know, like
the distance.
you need a quarter pounder.
I know what would it be a half literer.
I'm just messing around, man. I'm just being a dumb, salty American.
And like
1.23
some
gallons.
people,
Oh my god! We're gonna. Oh my god!
some people have the nerve to call the imperial system freedom units, even though the imperial system was imported to North America from England. I don't know why people say freedom units. Like that's like the imperial system is indicative of only the US when it's not.
So, yeah. So Maniac brings up because people are more concerned having a bigger number than measurement. 6 feet sounds bigger than 2 yards. I think that's right.
Yep, that sounds
Look,
like
the only reason I was hesitant about it is because, and look, might sound completely ridiculous, but in my head, for some reason, yards, like the word, sounds bigger than feet.
uh-huh.
So in a way, it kind of sounds bigger. You know what I mean? But I know it's not. Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know, but you know, it's not just with numbers and stuff, or like measurements, just dialect and everything's different. We were just talking today on side stream about biscuits and gravy, and like biscuits for them are cookies. So when I say biscuits and gravy, man, they usually turn green.
Yeah. And in Australia, we like to say that if it's hard, it's a biscuit. If it's soft, it's a cookie.
Interesting.
And
See, I would have thought it was the opposite. Okay.
So then
that's
I'm
applicable to the US because in American KFCs they have biscuits which are almost like crunchier versions of scones or scones.
Yeah, true. It's not quite a bun,
smaller
it's like a scone.
It's pretty dire right now. And you can get a small little starter cabin or winter kit for that. Zero experience building the house from the ground up.
I like me a good fruit scone with a coffee in the morning.
a good what?
A fruit scone, like a blueberry scone or like a raspberry scone in the morning with the coffee. It's not quite a donut. It's not quite like a breakfast bagel. It's like a nice in between. It's not too sweet. It's not too bitter.
Scone. Yeah, you're from Canada for sure.
Oh yeah, it's Canadians.
There's not enough fat and sugar in that for an American. It's like,
See, in Australia we call it a scone. We don't pronounce the e to make the o and o sound, which is just weird in my opinion.
You're right, Doc. There isn't enough fat in that. But when it's cold up here in Canada, besides that seal blubber, that's what we eat next for breakfast. So
seal blubber.
Or shark fin soup.
you gotta stay warm somehow.
So, something kind of a little off topic. Maryland's got a lottery system right now with the vaccination and boosters shots.
Say what?
Yeah, so check this out. Every week for I don't know, for a couple weeks or something like that, they're giving away $2 million. So
okay.
the first week, which next week, I think it's the day after Valentine's Day, they're giving away 500,000.
And this is for people that haven't been vaccinated and are trying to get
As
vaccinated.
long as you can prove that you've been vaccinated and had your booster shot.
Oh, okay.
As long as you know, like, there's the progress, you know what I mean, that you're getting it done. So there's the first week is 500,000, and then I can't do the math in my head, but then it's 50,000 a week until you get to $1 million. So I guess 500,000 and then another 50,000. So 50, 100. So 2, 4, wait. 1, 2,
It's like a good solid 40 weeks.
But the point is, you get the 500,000, then you get the 50,000, which would make up $1 million, and then the last week is $1 million.
So is that where all of your state taxpayers' dollars are going, Will?
Apparently.
No, it's not taxpayers' money. Well, it is, but it's not. It's not it's not the same thing. So what it is it's federal money that was given to different, all the states for for tackling, COVID in different ways, whether if it's you need more supplies for your hospital or this or that. There's different ways you can use the money, and that's one of the ways they use some of the money. Yeah. So yeah, I'm I'm gonna try and win some money.
So if it was a part of federal funding, that means it's America's taxpayers' dollars. Then
Yes,
because
yes.
because wasn't that part of the COVID relief bill that was $1 billion or something?
Yes, I'm sure that was part of that. Yes.
Oh no, the Canadian government gave me $100 for getting vaccinated.
Awesome.
See, we didn't need to be incentivized because I guess we didn't have as many people who stood their ground or something.
Well, we had to get incentivized because we're stupid up here in Canada.
Oh well, we definitely take on some stuff too.
Yeah, we don't believe in sciences up here in Canada. We like real proof.
And isn't that why some people are calling Trudeau a cupcake?
He is a cupcake.
Oh, is that why? I thought it was just other reasons.
Trudeau is a cupcake.
I don't think he's a bad guy or anything. There's a trend going on, I think, with a lot of people.
I think he's a bad guy. If he was held accountable, like they went after Trump and like everyone else is held accountable, like you and I are held accountable, well, in all consideration, then he would be a bad guy.
I mean, and look, I say that not knowing, all the details about him, just general stuff that I've heard. So yeah, it's definitely he could be doing shady ass shit.
Well, when it comes down to it, from a Canadian, like our prime minister, as a human being, he is a piece of garbage. Like as a human being, he is just a piece of trash. That's not even politics. That's not just politics. That's just straight human to human interaction.
So let's see. Jerry's talking about my work bribed my workplace into vaccines by paying us double our hourly wage per shot. Interesting. Yeah, Will, if you should get in on that, dude. Because I've already been vaccinated, but I hadn't got my booster yet. I didn't even know the time frame of how long I had to wait, but I'm already in the clear, so I can get it. So I was like, well, shit, I got to get it anyways. Might as well go ahead and do it.
The only reason I got my booster is because there was just a wave of people who came in across the state border and just brought their Omicron with them. Because that was when we opened up the state border.
Whatever happened with that tennis guy?
Novak Djokovic, he got
they booted him out.
Okay.
He got reported and he wasn't able to compete at the Australian Open, which in the women's was won by Ashley Barty from my country.
Okay.
I think Australia's the strictest with that stuff right now.
And I think who she bet Danielle Collins was an American who was, I believe, a 27th seed. So it was good that she got that far against the likes of others.
Whatever. America's beating Australia in the Olympics, so whatever.
That's because there's only one place of snow in Australia, and we have a curling team for the first time, and those who are in the curling team and those who manage the curling team, I believe, macro, are of Canadian descent.
And I say, the only people that play curling are Canadians. It's that's why I can't understand how it even got into the Olympics. I was like, nobody plays this sport but Canada.
And
it's like Zimbabwe showing up to go curling.
The only people that do curling in Australia are Canadian expats.
And they're probably old.
Well, actually, no, they're actually young. Something tells me they weren't good enough to qualify for the Canadian curling team.
Well, that's surprising because curling is the boringest game ever.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember seeing a like a funny skit, man, where there was the curling, but instead of the whatever it is that they curl, but it was a cat. So like they push the cat and they're in front of the cat, man, like doing the curling part.
Just sliding down the rink.
Right,
there.
yeah, the cats just slide down. Then finally, like it slowly bumps into another cat in that circle, and they're like, meow.
Uh-huh. All the sweeping.
Oh man.
I've wanted to hang out with Maniac for bricks for years and years and years.
Joey, I'm telling you, man, if you change your mind, let me know, man. I'll send you a link, brother.
Was he's just hanging out in the chat, bothering
Yeah, man.
Mayo?
You know,
Just like,
dude, I'd always
hassle
love to have
Mayo
you
directly
on.
on screen.
See, and the thing is, and I always feel like I have to explain this, not just because of Joey or nothing, but like, there's only a couple of people that I always send links to for streams, no matter what. And if there was a long enough stretch, it's possible I wouldn't even send them out all the time automatically. Now that being said, if anybody that's been on my panel before, I always try to make sure they know, like, look, if you know you're good, like, you know, like we don't have no beef or I ban you from being on the panel or something like that. If you ever want to be on, dude, just ask me, because I really don't. Sometimes I don't like sending out invites because I don't like trying to put anybody on the spot. Like, because I send out invites and then some people will message me and be like, hey, I'm sorry I couldn't make it. And I do the same thing sometimes too. But I'm like, you don't have to be sorry. Like, really, you don't. Like, I can send you like 100 invites, and if you don't show up and then finally you do, like, I don't want anybody to ever feel awkward. Like I was telling like BFAB and Lex and Bricks in Lithuania and all of them, man, like, it could be 5 years, man. You ain't been on any of the streams, and then all of a sudden you want to come on, dude. It'd just be like you never left, man. I'll give you a hug and
I feel more
virtual
awkward
hug
all the time.
yeah. Yeah. I just. So, anyways, that's why I was saying that, because Joey, definitely, if you want to come on, man, you're always welcome. See, and yeah, he's like on the contrary, I don't like begging for invites from people who may not want me there. I can't. Well, I could tell you this, and I will be one of the realest people with you, man. If I don't want you on the stream, I'll tell you. Like, I might even do it privately, or something like that. But, dude, Joey, you're an awesome dude, man. Yeah. I think you're one of the coolest people out there.
And
you're a nice guy. You're an interesting guy.
I respect Joey because of his longevity in the community. I've seen dozens of people come and go.
Well, look,
and
man,
I haven't seen Joey quit yet.
It's again, and everybody, I hope everybody knows, it's hard for everybody to keep up with everybody, you know what I mean? But like, there are some people that are just kind of like staples, like pillars out there in the community. And to me, Joey's one of those people. But regardless, anyways, I'm going off on a tangent or whatever. But like, regardless, you're always welcome here, brother.
And you're always welcome.
Always welcome here. So you don't ever have to feel like you're begging, man. You say, hey, man, send me a link. You don't have to even sound nice about it. You just be like, hey, send me a link. Dude, I'll send you a link so damn fast. As long as I see the chat, dude.
Yeah.
If I miss the comment, I'm sorry, but but
and
nah,
also,
man.
Joey is always invited my way as well, and I'd be more than willing to send you invites to Joey if you want to come on, because it would be an honor to have you. So check your DMs.
No, look, Joey, I'm going to tell you this right now. I understand if you're feeling a certain way about anything, but I don't lie about stuff like that. And I'm not saying it to your face because you're here. I'll say it also when you leave if you want, if it'll make you feel better. But no, man, I meant what I said. If I don't like you, I'll tell you, man. Trust me, dude. So look, I don't want you to feel like that, man. Like, honestly. So if I don't want anything to do with anybody, man, for any reason at all, I don't have nothing to do with them. I won't invite you to the stream.
Yeah,
and I won't tell you what I just told you. Where like anytime you feel like it, man, say, "Hey, send me a link." I'll send you a link. Yeah, I won't tell you that kind of crap.
Dynamite.
For me, like maybe it's a bad thing, but like let's say I got one person on the stream and I know they're a super chatty person. I try and pair it up and I invite more people that are super chatty. If the first person on my stream is a pretty mellow, kind of calm, cool, and collective, I try and get more people that have that demeanor on the stream. So sometimes I shoot out invite depending on who's on the stream first, right?
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Is that a fake Joey out there or something? Because now I'm starting to get a little concerned as a troll or something like that, man. Because yes, I can promise you, I've told you, like, you're always invited on my stream. But when have I ever had a problem with you?
Love you,
Exactly.
Joey.
When have I ever had a problem and not said that, dude? I've never had given any kind of inclination that you're,
Look at that.
you know.
Illegal crook with dynamite.
So I don't
Exactly.
know what you're.
Did you send him an invite?
What?
You sent him an invite, right?
No, he said no.
Doesn't matter if he said no. Send it to the real Joey. Send it to him anyway. Send it to him anyway. Just so he knows you were serious.
Serious.
It's like, we ain't playing up in here.
Yeah, so I'm just a little confused by that statement.
Exactly, because if we hate somebody, trust me, I ain't got a problem saying I hate you.
Right.
I'm Doc Samson.
But you know, but like, you know, he said he didn't want an invite, so I don't want to be
All right, all
pushy
right.
about it. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
that's supposed
I just
to
want to
be.
make sure he's very clear and understanding. Like, I don't have any beef with Joey at all, man. Like, I've never made it seem like that.
All right, so then we'll expect him on Good Morning Brick World then.
Nice.
Joey, what's
But
up,
listen, man.
Joey?
But I don't want you to feel. I don't want you to feel a certain kind of way, man. Honestly, like, I have no issues at all or beef or nothing like that, man. I've always thought you're a cool dude. I'm sorry if I don't, you know, speak up enough. You know, it's, you know, but, you know, so no, man. If you need to talk to anybody, if you need something, you know, reach out to me, man. Message me.
Yeah, and check your Instagram DM,
Thanks, man.
Joey,
You said
because
check my Instagram?
because I respect your longevity a lot.
Oh, that ever dreaded moving. Ooh, especially when you got to help a friend move.
Dude, I used to always help my friends move, man, because I'm a big guy and I always had a truck. So of course,
Obviously,
every time they'd be moving, they'd be like, "Hey, can you help us out?"
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, "Yeah,
Okay.
man, I got you."
Until you got that friend that moves every freaking year and 6 months. Damn, dude, get some stability in your life.
Yeah, I was, well, not every 6 months, but it took me a long time to really sit still. I just had, well, because I think it's because growing up, my family's in the military, so I never even lived anywhere longer than a couple years. And then when I got on my own, I just had a hard time sitting still for the longest time. Oh, hey, we have a guest. We have a guest.
All
That's
right.
fair. That's fair. That moves
It
every
is
year and a half.
the wonderful BPAB.
It's
Good morning, guys.
Hey,
Oh,
what's
God,
happening?
Yeah, what up, buddy?
When are they
how's
gonna
it
make
going,
a?
Macro? Doc, Hive, beautiful people.
Oh, and BPAB,
See-
yeah,
see-
obviously not to get into it, but yeah, I
Did you hear that? He called
I-
Doc and Hive, and then he called everybody else beautiful. Damn you!
wait, what? Who's beautiful?
Yeah, I would say I
Oh. Hold on, everybody, I need to say this in person before midnight. Oh, dang, it's already after. Nah, never mind. God dang it, I am a horrible friend. BFAB, happy belated birthday,
I appreciate it.
man. You
you know
even
what's
mentioned
funny?
something about it
Happy
before,
birthday.
and I still fucking forgot.
Oh
dude.
no!
I'm like,
Here's the thing: I don't mention my birthday because it makes me feel old. Because now I'm 23, and I'm like, oh shoot!
It makes
So,
me
like,
feel
well, here's the
Nice
thing,
is
right?
over.
38 up over here.
Well, no, here's the thing. Like, the older you get, like, here's like as a 23-year-old, like, I think I stopped counting my birthdays at 20. I'm like, I'm good, you know. So, like, all of a sudden, right? I'll have like one or two friends post on their stories, "Happy birthday, beef." I'm like, God dang it! So then I like reposted on my story, and then like everyone starts saying it, and then I'm like yesterday on Sci Stream, I didn't say anything, right? It was just like, yeah, you know. I'm older, yeah, and I better lose weight or do something with my life real soon. Or I'm screwed.
You got me inspired.
You're only
BFAB.
23. Don't knock yourself down.
Oh, I'm inspired.
Hello, Tasman.
My brother's like, "Are you seriously not in a relationship yet? Like, I'm basically got a chick pregnant, and you haven't done that yet." And I'm like, "Yo, okay, man. You know, I don't want to live in a shack with a kid and a
Right, but yeah,
girlfriend
but-
that I can't afford."
I don't even
I'm gonna say yeah, because your brother's a whore, and okay, I mean, the way he jumps from ladies to
Yeah,
ladies,
there
it's
you
just
Yo,
like,
I was
yo.
shocked.
Your life.
Like,
He
don't
was
even.
like, he's like, "Yo, I got my girlfriend pregnant. You gonna come down in April?" I'm like, "Ah, frick." So yeah.
Oh yeah, 23, you're having fun. 23, you're having fun, and you're still
Am I?
Well, there's two routes to go in life.
Yeah.
You can either do, and the two routes are really kind of a parallel for Mrs.
Are you
Hive.
sure any jail
Okay.
time yet?
What
So look,
happened?
Mrs. Hive started off in school.
Yeah.
Like, she went to school, she did all these things, man, you know, and built a career, blah blah blah. I was the opposite. Like, I had fun. Like, I partied. I experienced life. I moved around, did things, man. You know what I mean? And not one way is right or wrong. It just depends on whatever your life situation is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
I'm glad I got to have some fun when I was young, man. You know what I mean? I just feel like that's important. You know, just like my daughter, she's going to be graduating high school, and she was trying to decide if she'd go straight to college or take a year in between. And I was like, take a year in between. I was like, you've been in school like all your life. Like, take a little time, take a little break, breathe, go have some fun, and then then get back into it. And
yeah, you got to be dedicated though to do that. I think that a lot of people when they take their break here, they never come back. Like for me, like I haven't decided what I want to do, and I'm 23. Like that's scary to think about. Like so. I'm gonna just become a professional hitman. So,
all right.
If anyone wants anyone out of the picture,
well, at least I know who to call if I need services done.
Exactly.
I'm like, you don't like your wife anymore?
For an easy frame.
Like, yeah, he's good. I haven't seen my wife for like 5 years. What happens?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. Just one day, I don't know.
You're
all
like,
I know is one day Beefhead got real quiet,
She was talking too much, so she knew too much.
And then all of a sudden he had a lot of Lego.
And extra money. You're like, wow, where did I get all this cash from?
I told you guys about the whole the life insurance comment that Mrs. Hive made to me about if something happens to her, like I would get enough money I could pay off this house. And I was like, that's so wonderful. I was like, wow. I was like, what happens if I pass away? And she's like, I might be able to pay off your truck. I was like, don't.
Well, Lisa,
I just wish you a happy birthday on my story.
Don't feel bad. My wife's in the exact same boat, man.
I don't look. I have my moments. I'm only human. I can act like a jackass sometimes. You know what I mean? But overall, just like all of you, like deep inside, we have a good heart. You know what I mean?
Speak for yourself, Hive.
All right. Well, but
deep inside, I have nothing but cotton.
But like, there's so many times I'm just like, I don't know why Mrs. Hive puts up with me, men. Like, I buy too much Lego. Like,
when you have a thick rod, the ladies kind of tolerate you a little bit more, from what I heard.
It's just a drawing.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you about that.
I'm
just saying, man.
No idea why.
Macro's like, I know what you're talking about. Thick rod, me. I'm right here.
It must be like thick, like a can thick.
I'm gonna go and draw now.
Okay.
Mayor, we're talking about cans and thickness of cans. You don't like thick cans?
Actually, I think it'd be best if I come back into the screen on my phone. So let me just switch from my computer to my
well, man, I thought it was just getting interesting, man. I was going to let BFAB go on and tell us a good story.
Do you like cans? My name is Brother from Another Brick, and I'm here to tell you about cans.
Here to tell you about how to stuff a can. I mean, what?
You want to hear something totally off subject, though? It's not what you think. So when I was a little kid, my dad and his girlfriend had this weird business in one of the malls where they could put anything into like a can.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, man. Like they could literally put like a pair of jeans in like a can. It was crazy. And we have a
Suck
guest.
the air out of it and get it in a can.
I'm like, and
Do I
people paid money.
Mayo? Why is there 2 mayos here?
Because I'm coming in on my phone and I'm getting off my computer.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. There's so many
Some
mayos.
special antics.
Oh, and we have another guest. Joey's here.
Nice.
Joey.
I just dropped my phone. Oh my god. Dude, this cord. Oh my gosh. I am gonna hold on a second, Joey. I'm coming. Hey.
Joey.
Hey, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Oh, look at he's all generic. He can't show that it's him. All right,
Hello.
it's fine. It's
Hey.
fine.
Joey is not generic. He rocks leather jackets. I respect a man in a leather jacket.
I've always wanted a leather jacket.
A
The
white
one I have doesn't even fit me. It's actually really like uncomfortably tight.
Yo, my
And, you know,
beer
and-
belly hangs over mine, but I still rock it. Everyone's like, yo, that's such a cool jacket. And I'm like,
Dude, so
Every inch that I move in it, it's like creaking and it's just
I
like it
learned
feels
how
like
to
I just like
walk
fell
real
into a
weird.
couch.
the leather.
Oil that jacket up.
So the job before last that I had, when I took over the supervisor position, he had an apartment on site, and I guess he just left it when he left the job, right? So I went in to check his apartment out, and he had this brand new leather jacket hanging up in his closet. Like it still had the plastic around it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be like so great." Yeah, dude, it was like the Hulk trying to put on like a little tiny shirt. I was almost gonna try to Hulk out, but I was like, this is way too nice of a jacket to just rip. But it was so tiny on me, I couldn't wear it.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing about like leather jackets. Like for me, they're always small. Like they're always meant like they fit fine, but they're also a little small. But it's like I think that's kind of what the goal is for that. But it's like
Yeah.
I feel naked if I'm not wearing one. So I might as well just be naked if I'm not wearing one.
Like, okay, and like wearing a leather jacket, or I've never worn leather pants, so I don't know how that goes.
my
but
God,
but like, look,
I don't even wanna think
but,
about
look, but a leather jacket's really awesome. Okay, but I cannot stand leather anything else really. Like Mrs. Hive has this fascination with leather. We have a leather couch. She's got leather seats in her car. Dude, when it's cold, those freaking seats are so freaking cold. I can't stand it. It's like sitting on a cold toilet seat, dude.
Yeah.
That's like my own private version of hell. Like constantly sitting on a cold toilet seat, right?
Yeah,
That's why you gotta light your.
But when it's hot, like I'm sticking to it and like
Yeah,
you're making that
booty
squeaking
sweat.
noise, like
it's booty sweat. Like
I don't know if that
chairs
was
are
the right
made-
noise,
Made
but-
of suede.
I heard it's
Sticky
white
leather.
your,
Just
your
give me some corduroy, man. I'm all right.
Yeah, hey, Hive.
Yo.
If you put me on a full screen, I can
Oh, what do you
give
want?
another progress update of my drawing.
Oh.
Yeah. So
That's really nice.
Straight lines. Look at them straight lines you
thank
drew.
you.
Well,
Yeah, because
Well,
I think it
future
was
city
brick. Yeah, I think it was a Brick Hive live stream either last week or 2 weeks ago, where you were drawing the that helmet, and I was like, well, you know what? There are some drawing projects I need to draw, and I thought to myself, well, after I quote unquote quit my job, even though no, I just didn't take on another contract. I was playing around on Microsoft Paint, and I thought, you know what, I need to do something on paper. So I'm trying to sketch a map of my city. On that Hive live stream, it took me 2.5 hours to draw these straight. No, it took me 1.5 hours to draw these straight lines, and now I'm drawing, trying to draw the railway line and the road base
Look at
plate.
that detail on that railway line. Look at that detail on that railway line.
It's a big
Holy
city,
cow.
man. And I'm assuming because this is what I did when I first started, and when I came out of my dark ages and I first started building a city, was like I used like graph paper and like each square basically be like what size of the 32 by 32 base plate was.
That's funny.
But I kept changing stuff. So look, here's an interesting question for anybody that has a city or just their opinion on it anyways. So when you have a street and you got buildings on both sides of the street, all right? Now the furthest buildings out, you're going to have the fronts facing you. Now, but the other side of the street, the buildings furthest in, would you want the fronts facing you also, or would it be more natural, like a normal city street, and have the fronts facing the fronts of the other building? Do you guys know what I mean? Am I making sense?
Uh-huh.
I think I
look
got
at
it.
my city as the point of view when I walk into the room.
Yeah, Will Harper, you do have a good point. I didn't realize this honestly until I started drawing these intersections when I was listening to another Hive live stream. I had him on in the background when I was drawing, and I went back to my city. And I was trying to think, well, where do these roads have to go? I didn't realize until I started drawing this, I have 5 intersections in a row. That wasn't good planning by me. I've got 3 crossroads and then 2 T junctions. This, but really, in the context of the flow of traffic, this crossroad and this crossroad really act as T junctions, because this is going to be where my fire station is. I actually need to take the crossroads, which I have somewhere over here. I need to move it over here because I'm moving my fire station here. And then here is where I want to put my train station. And I want to have this crossroad open for a small little car park. And then I think I might try to do some kind of industrial area over here. Like I might try to put some algae biofuel oil tanks right here, because I'm trying to set Mayo City in 2030, because I read somewhere online that if certain investments in algae biofuel go the way of the US government, they could help with specific renewable energy investments. They could bring the cost of algae biofuel down from $30 a gallon to only $2.50 a gallon. And so I was like, you know what? Bam, my city is 2030, and in my harbour, there's going to be a little area where they take the sewage system, which I plan to have like a little stormwater creek running along the train yard here. So the train line here to go to the sewage treatment plant where they can grow the algae to then make oil out of it. Because I like to be a
rocks up in there.
Exactly, like I'm gonna have to do, or
all vintage.
I figured that it'd be good to create a little creek of stormwater using some of the pieces that I got from those dots, #dots, to run along the train line. And I might have to have it so that there's something behind the modulars that also there's like a pipe behind the modulars in front of the skyscrapers, which I'm building to be behind the modulars, that'll actually scrape the sky.
I think the question that we all really have, Mayo, is did you use a ruler to draw those lines?
Yes, I did.
Okay, thank God you used it, because if you didn't, man, I would have been questioning myself as a human being.
Yeah. But to answer Raptus's question, I was heavily inspired by Bricksloth to have some weird science in my city. So basing my city in 2030 aligns with the projections that if certain thing goes the way of the US government, they can get algae fuel to be the same price as regular gasoline right now. So that's the excuse I'm using, because I am an activist against fossil fuels, because of all the times I've researched crap about big oil.
I'm all about drinking fossil fuels, you know. Get a little thirsty, you know.
Anyway, I need to develop the backstory, and that'll come in future city updates, which I always release on the last Thursday of the month. You can take me off full screen now. I'm going to keep on drawing.
Oh, yeah.
All right. FYI, waiting on the U.S. government, I'd push back your city date to 2050.
Good move. Good move.
U.S. government, it ain't happening at 2030. It ain't happening, kid.
I ain't a big fan of petro or big petro, but one of my goals in life is to burn as much oil and gasoline as humanly possible.
Oh, goodness.
Yo, go for it.
It's like, well,
And
I ain't
then
gonna
you-
be here for that long, so why not?
Honestly, like for me, it's like I don't think about this stuff. Like you know, save the world, don't burn this, don't do that. I know this sounds like a screwed up thing to say. I feel like I don't care. I'm just like go for it. Burn all the fossil fuel you need. You know, like
I mean, here's
No,
the thing, here's the thing about it is we're not gonna destroy the Earth. We're
until we do.
we're gonna go before the Earth
I
does.
can't wait till the Earth like cracks in half.
No,
No,
Will-
what we're gonna do is make it so
Back
we
to power.
can't live here,
Yep.
but the Earth is gonna be just fine.
Yep. and
Well,
it'll create a new species
I
or
didn't-
something
I
and
didn't
continue
say-
on.
I didn't say weed science. I said weird science.
Oh,
yeah, I thought you said
weed science too. I was like, hey man, that's cool. You know,
I'm like, yo,
I mean,
when did Brick Sloth become a
I mean, you
stoner?
can put
I was
like a
gonna say,
dispensary in your
weed
city, and
science.
you know,
Weird science. Sorry if I
know.
confused the hell out of anyone.
It was confusing because I thought we were gonna be growing that hemp for that biodiesel.
There you go. There you go.
Well,
that's renewable energy. There you go, man.
Well,
Keep it
if
on.
we're going to talk, if we're going to go down that train of thought, I did think about, you know how you've got a dispensary macro and other people have dispensaries in their cities. Well, I thought about what if I have a Shawan's Stoners.
I think you should add a brothel to your city.
There you go. Supply and demand.
Shawan Stone owns
Look, you want
Shawan
to talk about
Stone.
some real economics, man? We'll talk about prostitution.
If we want to talk about real economics, which we won't, we'll talk about the fact that Macrobricks has to work 5 months a year just to pay taxes.
Oh, at least
I
four
feel like-
for sure.
I feel like Macro is really gonna want to talk about that. Like,
Oh,
that's
my
just,
goodness.
I feel like this is not a conversation he's
Oh
probably.
yeah, I'll
gonna
bore
talk
you guys to death with that one, and I'll probably make you half angry at the same time. So
Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy how it seems like we're always drawn back to economics, man. Is it because we spend so much money on Lego?
I think it's because
Lego
some of
and
us
the life that
some of us
moves
have
us.
jobs and some of us have jobs and some of us are in university.
And some of us have not.
Dictatorship.
I do not have a job right now. Well, I guess technically, if I want to say like I'm trying to make artwork to sell it.
We already consider you a stripper, Hive. You don't even need a title.
Man,
I
I
know,
like it.
but I'm just not as limber as I used to be, man.
Yeah,
You know?
Like, you want to keep that in your bio on
I
Instagram, BFAB?
I love my bio on Instagram.
Adam,
make
what's
it work.
happening?
What up, AAA?
Hey, Adam.
I picked the right time to join.
Rapper says, I have a question. If we are looking for a renewable power source, then why the fuck don't we use water or nuclear energy? I personally don't really care for nuclear energy that much, Raptus. I think that we should be moving over to like geothermal, wind, solar,
Yeah.
hydroelectric. I think
Any
we should
stuff like
harnessing
that.
methane gas from dumps. Now, look, I've gotten in debates, including debate to Doc about this, man. Like, for the most part, I think most recycling is fucking bullshit and actually kind of worse for the environment. But that's a whole another discussion.
That's a whole can of worms.
Yeah.
But
I
as
just
far as
want to see this
renewable
work.
energy goes, look, nuclear is good, but the problem is when it messes up bad. And it's just a catastrophe that I think can be easily avoided by just not even using it. I mean, there's just, dude, geothermal alone, man, is an insane amount of energy if we would just utilize it. There's so
But
much.
the problem is people claim it's too expensive. But what I learned a couple years ago is that in the 1970s, the cost of solar energy was at, I think, 70 US cents a kilowatt. Now it's only 7 cents.
Well, it's all a
Now,
scam
getting
from
into,
back in the
like,
day,
getting-
just like the zoning laws, just like the roads.
Well,
just
I
like-
don't think geothermal it would be that
Yeah.
expensive, honestly, man. I think like a nuclear type thermal. Like I
Yeah.
can't remember what their exact
Yeah,
name
because
was.
like because I would consider investing. Like I wouldn't. Like you know what? I probably need to make some geothermal generators to put on the rooftops of my city mocks.
Yeah.
Because geothermal takes the heat, and global warming is heat.
But
So
they could have went down that road, though. We could have all been on geothermal grid already. They just chose to get
Dude,
the
a lot of it is the lack of direction. A lot of it is the powers that be. You know, again, I'm not going to try and sound conspiracy about it, but like, look, oil companies and shit like that. Look, I read an article years ago about a hydroelectric car that was invented, and it ran so far off of the electric motor that it had a
they
1
cut it.
gallon. It had a 1 gallon gas tank because you couldn't put more than a gallon of gas in it because it would just go bad.
And the oil
And
companies got worried and they cut it because it only used 3 fuels.
they bought out the patent.
Yeah.
So that you know,
Of
because yeah,
course
we put them out
they
of
did.
business, dude.
See, that's why I really don't like the holding company.
motor has what, 8 moving parts in it, and a gasoline or a diesel motor has what, 325 moving parts
something
in it?
like that. I mean, and look, and I completely understand, like, it is not an overnight thing, and I completely understand that cars is one thing, jets and stuff is a completely different thing. I'm not saying it's impossible, but that's a whole nother plateau. Like, we should be focusing more on just vehicles right now. You know what I mean? But it's a long process, man, and I don't know. It just feels like we haven't done enough.
I think we all need to ride bikes and save the world, even in the winter, even when it's snowing, even when it's like -2 degrees, and get rid of cars.
Down the climate change route, because Doc's gonna like this one. We're never gonna get out of the climate change, and it's all gonna start with the R1 zoning laws across 80% of America.
We gotta find a way to blow up the Earth, guys. We can all go to like Mars together. Lego Community Mars trip or something.
That'd be awesome.
Well, back, we're like, dang it, why did we agree?
You know, for every 1 kilometer of asphalt they pave, it's for 100 tons of carbon dioxide they emit.
Damn.
Well,
so
I'm waiting for.
Suburbia.
The thing
If
is,
80% of America is R1 zoning from back in the day when they're trying to keep the poor people poor and the white people white.
Well,
right?
so
nowadays,
there's also things like our leaders and people that we elect are not at their best. And I'm not talking about like one side or the other. I mean, like, look, I'm not, and I mean, like, look, I'm not saying like when you get older, you can't be smart and this and that, but I just feel like we're not getting people in their prime, and we're not electing people that are intelligent on a level that can direct us in the right way. You know what I mean? There are so many things that just seem so obvious to me to why we're not doing it, like whether it's our infrastructure or, you know, I don't know. I can go on about stuff like that, but just people are not doing what they're supposed to do. And I don't know, man. It's just really going to be detrimental eventually. And I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me, man. You know what I mean? Why people don't follow certain science. You know what I mean?
So do you think the whole world's in the same boat, especially when it comes to monetary policy? Or do you think there's certain countries that have an advantage over others?
With monetary system?
Yeah,
definitely.
Nowadays, not including back in the day versus the petrodollar, the world reserve currency. We're talking like the future of where we're going to be in 10 years. Like, is America going to be like? Are the tides going to change? I guess is what I'm asking.
But are you talking about like with the environment or?
No, with the states with North America being on top.
Yeah, that's just
our monetary policies.
That's coming to an end. Trust me.
Yeah, China's taking over.
Well, not only that, but I mean, the value of our dollar, man, it's going down, dude.
Yep, theirs is going up. They're a civilization on the rise. We're not.
Well, Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the world reserve currency to be backed by the gold again. Damn, somebody's going to be getting rich.
Mhm.
Or silver.
I mean, and who knows, man? Maybe the whole the
It'll be
digital stuff-
lithium because the need for
Lithium.
the need for the batteries, and the Chinese will own the world because
Well,
they'll have
actually, it'll
supply of the batteries.
it'll be cobalt.
Either way, the Chinese have the minerals and they'll own them, and their influence is only growing in the third world, where ours is lessening because
Yeah.
we don't care about the third world anymore.
Oh yeah, they already got a bunch of Canada mineral rights. Like China has bought into Canada. And actually, this is a funny tidbit fact. Our government has passed whatever legislation that any country who owns mineral rights or land rights in Canada is allowed to defend their rights. So in essence, if World War III breaks out and China owns a bunch of the Alberta oil sands,
Yep,
they're
they
allowed to
go
park their jets and their tanks outside their oil sands to defend their own
Yep.
property, which makes sense. But like, damn.
You're right.
out.
But I like China. You know, I honestly do. But that's just me.
I like their lead toys too. So okay.
I think it's just like with a lot of countries and people, and ourselves included, man. You know, a lot of people in different countries probably look at us and maybe think like we're all the same. You know what I mean? Not knowing that we're on all kinds of different areas and on the political spectrum. But it's not just that; it's also just America is such a melting pot. You know what I mean? Of like culture and
And
personality.
also, well, the reason why Australia, the US, Canada, and the UK are quote unquote the safe haven countries, quote unquote, that's what people say, is because we're a melting pot.
But I like it like that as long as people know how to act, man. You know what I mean? Like I've never understood the whole not wanting to learn from other cultures thing. You know what I mean?
They're just selfish. What else do you want?
I think
because like humans growing up in the world throughout time, man, like we're supposed to learn from each other. You know what I mean? As humans, we're supposed to evolve as humans. You know what I mean? Like when you start dividing and separating and everything, and then putting everybody in the boxes and groups and labels, and I don't know. It's not bad to be part of something. You know. Have pride in something, you know what I mean, that you would obtain or worked hard for or something like that. But yeah, to just blindly, you know, just follow something, you know, it just, I don't know.
See, that's why I always like to do my my due diligence, because I want to make an opinion on my own. I want to learn
government's
from
fault, media's fault, and propaganda's fault, because everyone in China, Russia, other than the government, they're trying to do the same thing I am. They're trying to eat, sleep, and take a dump.
I want to learn. I want to learn.
What we're trying
I
to
want
do.
to learn from other people so I can be a better person.
The media is really bad, though, Macro. You're right.
Different rules and different acceptabilities, right? Like in some countries, you can walk down the beach naked. In North America, if you walk down the beach naked, you're going to be called a diddler and you're going to get a sexual offender's record.
I'm going to start walking down. I'm going to start going to stores butt naked. Be like, yo, hey guys, good morning, you know.
You're taking my sexy beast comment a little too seriously.
You're an inspiration. Hi, I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah, because there's new beaches down in southern Florida, man. It's very odd.
Why is it Florida? Why does it always have to be Florida?
I feel like it's always California or Florida, you know? I feel like
it's because geographically it's just, they're so distant from the rest of the country. They're like, yeah, I don't care if we do whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, and look, and I don't knock people
Florida.
that are into being nude. You know what I mean? It's natural. You know, I get it. It's just I can't. I'm a clothing kind of guy. You know what I mean?
You know?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it out in public, but I wouldn't have a problem if it was normalized.
I would. I'd be like, yo, I'm
I-
naked, everyone. Swing. You know,
I
like,
I remember a discussion having with somebody a long time ago
I'd have
about
to
something
assess
similar
the
to, similar to
ratio
this.
first.
Is like, would you? And look, this is a serious question, okay?
yeah.
Because it's gonna sound silly, but really think about it. All right, I'll tell it from my perspective, just as a male who's attracted to women. Okay, if I was to see women topless all the time,
Yeah.
right? I wouldn't hate it, obviously.
It's
But
gonna mean more like hurt down
here's
the fucking.
but here's the thing: is part of the thing that's so appealing about the opposite sex is the taboo of you don't see them naked all the time. You know what I mean?
Unless you're on your
So like if you, and I don't know this because again, we live in America. We don't live in a country where a woman being topless isn't that taboo. You know what I mean? Like over here, it's taboo. But it's like if you were to if I was to see a woman topless all like more often than not, like a lot, you know what I mean? Almost like
There's
you
one.
see it, like you'd see a guy topless, you know what I mean? Like would it still be the same, like would it still have the same attractiveness? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it would for guys.
I feel like it would, but again, it's hard to think about that because in America at least it's so ingrained in our brains, you know what I mean, that it's taboo, you know what I mean? It's
Well, Hive, I got to ask you, you got the power of the internet. How many titties could you see in a day before you got tired of seeing titties?
what's like today?
Yeah, I can look at them all day long
Every
with
day.
the power of the internet, and it ain't going to get old. Therefore, if I see 100 of them out in public in the physical form, it still isn't going to get old.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
glancing at some titties online, you know, for a short period of time or whatever, and then seeing it like all the time, like wherever you go. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there'd definitely still be a difference.
We've
so.
got a ninja with the
I've got
bricks
one.
up in here.
It would-
Yeah,
We are talking about tits, so I know you got really
nostalgia
happy.
factor
Yeah.
isn't gonna wear off.
How are you gonna wear your "My eyes are up here" shirt?
Right.
You're fighting the natural. I think at that point you'd be fighting the natural. It sounds barbaric, but you're fighting the natural animal instinct within you,
Right.
Yeah.
which is fine. And you know, society has you doing that, and it is fine. Whatever you do it.
Well,
you
okay. So in a way, it's, and again, this is kind of about perception too, but we'll go back to like, you know, the attractiveness of a female is, what would you consider more attractive? Not sexy, not beautiful. We're using the word attractive.
Mhm.
A beautiful woman wearing lingerie, or a beautiful woman just wearing a very like, not like skin tight, but a very fitting dress. You know what I mean? Now
I don't look at
your
them
first
for their
instinct would
body or
think
their
you're,
dress. I look at them for their personality. Okay, sorry. I
well,
lied.
imagine you didn't talk to him. You're just looking at him.
That's
you
a
know?
tough
You can't-
question, to be honest. I'm
Which
not
Yeah,
sure
because your
what
first
I
instinct
like.
would probably be
confidence
the
is
lingerie.
which one I'd be more attracted to. Which one's going to show more confidence is which one I'd lean towards.
You know, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What up, Ninja?
Ninja? How you doing, buddy?
Ninja's literally whipping out his nipples right now. I guarantee it.
Oh,
You walked in at the right time.
Is it is it 4:20 p.m. anywhere? Because it's 5:36 p.m. in South Australia.
It is 2:06 here in the eastern coast of Maryland.
It is
That's
420 is 424. It happens 24 hours a day
Yeah, it must be.
around the globe.
Yo,
You just gotta
Ninja
go
just
around the
roasted me.
globe.
That's hilarious. Thanks.
And
Ninja.
that debate comes up, Hive, with especially women when they do the breastfeeding in public.
Mhm.
I mean, if you can do one of them little sneaky boobs with a sheet over and whatever, no one sees nothing, fine. But if you think you're just going to whip your boob out in public, indecent
I
exposure.
don't know.
indecent
That's I don't know why that's never really bothered me. I mean, look, I guess if I was sitting in a public place and a lady literally sat right next to me and then whipped her boob out, even to further child, I mean, I'd be normal. Like, it's not like I'd be gawking at her, but
No, I would
I'd
be
probably
really
I'd still get up and walk away, dude, because I don't want to be that close to your
But
boob. You know what I mean?
now
Like,
look at it if you have to explain it to your 9-year-old son. Hey, 9-year-old son, stop staring. Right?
well, I feel like
I shouldn't have to take the time to explain that to my son. Go to the bathroom and feed your kid. Go to your car and feed your kid. Go to your house and feed your kid.
Yeah, I have
Well, I
very
mean, again, that's it's a different kind of debate because
This is a touchy subject.
I do understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I mean, I'm assuming like it's kind of like what you were just saying earlier about like it being natural. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to see some baby sucking on some woman's tits. Sorry, I don't know. It's weird.
Having to take a leak is
I don't know,
natural
it's like
too. I
I said-
can't just whip it out in a tree just because I feel like taking a leak. You know, like that's
But taking a leak and feeding a child is still two different things, man. That's not the right comparison, dude.
It is.
I mean,
one's nutrition and one's like the
that'd be
opposite.
like if you were in a porn and instead of the money shot, you take a crap on her chest. You know what I mean? Like you can't compare the two. It's not.
Wait,
the same
people don't
thing.
do that? No, I'm kidding.
Well, some do. I mean, it depends
I'm
on
just
what
gonna
you want.
stay out of all of this conversation, to be honest.
I don't know. Like I said, it's never really bothered me. But everybody's different, man. And it's something that again, it's in other countries, it might not be the same way because
Exactly. And because they are two different things, where do you start drawing the lines? And other countries, where do we draw the lines in humanity? Like what's right? What's wrong?
Are those yellow safety cones on top of a poster or something, Joey?
No, they're yellow boobs.
What?
Yeah, that's a yellow boob.
Yep. See.
Oh wait, that's right.
No, you're gonna ban me now because this isn't actual Lego.
Your Legos
This is
have
just somebody's
outside
throwaway.
What is it, Joey?
Like Mega Bloks Crayola giant block thing.
Oh, it's
I'm like, I can repurpose that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's a crayon. So are you gonna
my friend.
put like some your Duplo pieces in there or something?
I'll figure it out eventually. I'm not really sure at the moment.
Oh,
I think
Raptors, you gotta go. Bye, Raptors.
Got most of the things. I'm really just pissed off right now because there's a fucking Tupperware here that decided to nosedive, and it's already broken. So there's a whole bunch of 1x1s that are in a bag that also ripped, and they all just decided to pour out of the fucking ground. And now some of them I can't even find in the fucking grass. So I've been trying to
Wait,
stay here because I would have just blown up the fuck and wake up the whole neighborhood otherwise.
Are
Joe,
those
you're-
one by
are you
one
in storage
pieces
unit
in
right
trans clear?
I can't hear you. You sound robotic.
I always
No,
sound robotic. I was saying, are you in a storage unit right now?
I still have no idea what you're saying.
Am I still robotic, guys? Or
No.
What a
no.
lovely thing to do at
no.
2 a.m. in pajamas.
Because he was saying something about storage earlier, so I'm assuming that's what that is. It kind of looks like a big trailer.
So, good, great.
Ninja, I agree. Some babies are just lucky.
Perfect ending to a perfect day.
Well, you know what, Joey? I recall
buddy.
the time when I was live and all of my storage drawers toppled over. That was not. I wanted to swear my ass off.
You're picking up.
I'm sorry. I really wish I
Lego.
knew what you were saying, but everything is coming in very staticky.
Picking up any Lego is always a horrible time, especially
I'm
small
just the king
pieces.
of bad luck. What else is there? There's ones that are stuck inside of these wooden planks. I have to peel them out and try to, remove them. But I'm not going to do that tonight. I don't want all this other stuff available that a squirrel's going to come by and knock it all up.
Yeah, it definitely sounds time consuming. What panel is lighter? Who did we lose?
I know.
Beefab?
Somebody would like to come down here and rob me blind, take all the Lego, be my guest, and also be sure to put one in my head while you're at it.
No, none of that. And besides, if we
I
wanted
think,
to come out and rob you
Beefab
Lego,
will-
we'd probably have to pick it up all off the
We're talking
ground,
millions
too.
of dollars in Lego alone. Just leave the dog alone. My mom.
But we are at the 3-hour mark too, so I think we're gonna wind the stream down here in just a minute.
Fucking maniac. There you go.
Yeah.
Is that a peanut? That's a shell of a peanut. Okay.
And I finished drawing for now.
Did you finish? You didn't finish though, right?
No, I finished drawing for now. I need to come back to do some details some other day.
I'm kind of hungry, man. I want something good to eat.
Yeah, I need to go have dinner.
Well, I'm way past dinner. It's like 2 a.m, but
Here in North America,
It's still
dinner time in Australia. Shit.
well, I remember when I lived in Pensacola, I worked at the hospital,
Dave
and
J.
I worked the third shift. So I would go into work at 10 at night, and I'd get off work at like 7 in the morning. But I would have lunch at like 2 in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
I mean, that'd be good when you got to get some banking done at 7 in the morning. But other than that, I think it would suck.
Yeah. Working third shift was really weird, man. It was a really weird thing because, like I said, I get off work at 7 in the morning. So, yeah, like I would go home, get cleaned up and all that, and generally I would fall asleep like around 11 o'clock, and then I get back up at like 6.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really weird working that kind
Sitting
of
on
shift.
it? Yeah, I think it's that one.
But like I said, we are winding down. I'm just kind of wrapping up a couple little spots here on this drawing.
Oh, she's like, where is?
Yeah, maybe we want to end this live
I'll
stream.
pull you,
and
Ninja.
say, "Oh, good night."
I'll pull you, my friend.
I'm pretty happy with the progress that I got on this thing. What's
Have
Ninja
you
talking
come
about?
up with a community price that you're willing to announce for the first round of collectability helmets?
As far as what, the originals or the prints?
Or the prints that you came up with, the first one, yeah.
Oh yeah, the prints. It took me a couple days to kind of figure it out because I had to figure out the price of like how much it costs to make the print, and then how much it costs for the paper that it's on. Because I told them I wanted a good paper to put it on, obviously. So they gave me like this really nice stock, like matte finish type paper to put it on. So anyways, so prints will be $25 and then shipping, whatever the shipping could be. The shipping could be only a couple bucks. It could be more depending on where you live. Because I'll pay for shipping on stuff like my giveaways and all that. But when it comes to like this stuff, I can't be paying for shipping.
Now that you draw the second one, I'm gonna need the first one.
What's that?
Now that I see you drawing the second one, I'm gonna need the first one.
Oh, I'm really, and I gotta tell you, I'm really proud of it, man. I'm really, really proud of it. And the prints came out so well. I don't know if you got a chance to see them, man. Let me show you. It's
I did the orange after on that helmet, the orange and the
yeah, dude. And so this matte finish,
so good.
This matte finish. Actually, hold on a second. Let me change this camera because I'm getting ready to end it in a minute.
Red caption release immediately.
I'm not doing that shit anymore. It's like fuck you. So all right. So the matte finish, what it did.
Is that a print or is that the original?
No, this is a print.
Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah. So it really made the colors, really, not like colors, but it really made the color pop, and it left the shading pretty intact. So I was really happy with it overall. Like
$35, y'all, minus shipping. Hive said you want to support his channel. $35 for that print.
No, there's 20. Look, I've done some math, and I calculated that if I can sell like a handful of prints every month and do a couple commission pieces, like I'll be okay. So far, it's like you commissioned me to do something. Wrap this bot, the original Cody. Chef is commissioning me to do something for him. So we'll it's so everything seems to be going pretty okay. I have to get down to marketing and all that kind of stuff. I was telling Mrs. Hive, like I really want to take this seriously, and not just like sell a couple drawings. Like I really want to try and make this. It doesn't have to be anything huge. but just
Man,
something
with
big enough.
Star Wars, let's spread that word. I think there's a lot of outside people outside the Lego community that would start picking that up, man.
Oh,
If
for
you
Yeah.
start
sure.
putting your
I'm
passion
sure it'll
into
catch on.
your dreams, I think you can.
Yeah. Like that's the great thing about the artwork is I can definitely market that to just really anybody. It doesn't have to be just our community. And that's exactly what I intend on doing. It's just a matter of like getting out there. I'm new to this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So I gotta try and reach out to the right people. See if like other people in the community maybe can help me out a little bit. It's just spread the word or whatever. Yeah, so I think the next time we have an event where there is booths that you can rent, like an art thing, you know what I mean? I'll probably rent one out and do that as well. I also I'm not sure how to do it yet, but so some of my artwork is good for some things, some's not. So I think Cody would be good for obviously prints, but I think this might look good on a shirt. I'm not sure yet. Some stuff translates to different things better. And I was, gonna make some stickers and things as well. Little stuff here and there, but it's really like the portrait work and the prints that are really what I need to focus on.
I haven't seen the Titanic, Seth.
Oh yeah, I'll buy that one.
Will you draw me like one of your French girls? If you pay me enough, Seth, I will.
I haven't seen a lot of the I haven't seen a lot of the movies. Just like how a lot of people haven't seen a lot of the sports.
Oh, Ninja, yes, get those creative juices flowing, brother.
Oh yeah, if it's passion in life, do it. Especially nowadays when people are getting rich off their passions for life.
Yeah, I find it kind of almost hilarious.
Yeah, and you go paint that in one of them multi-million-dollar houses in LA, you're good to go down.
Right.
Sold.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't lying.
No LA has them Star Wars fanatics.
All right. I think that, like I said, that's going to do it for tonight. I got me a good basic outline. I'm happy with it. I'm probably going to work on this tomorrow on London Calling, to be honest with you. And then, depending on what Chef exactly wants, I'll probably knock his out. I'll start on that Saturday. And so the other reason too is I'm trying to just really get back into the grind and get a little more faster at some of this stuff so I can pump out more stuff. Anyways, everybody that's been on this panel, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. I'll see you guys at 9 p.m. North American Eastern Standard Time on Friday night on my live stream.
Thank y'all. I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, definitely. And everybody in the chat, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for hanging with us. It's been a lot of fun. I've made this comment, but I'll make it again. I intend on you guys are going to see me a lot more. I'm going to be streaming a lot more. I'll be making more videos and stuff too, but just the streaming, since I'm going to have a lot more free time and doing this kind of stuff. Yeah, definitely gonna be doing a lot more streaming. I think tomorrow evening, though, I might go ahead and do a tree stream. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day.
Oh, build some trees.
Yeah.
Friday stream.
I'll bring some bricks and try to build some trees.
Dude, wait, tomorrow's Friday, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm going live at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I just since again I'm not working, I don't have the same track of time that I normally do. It's very odd. Oh crap, I'm losing stuff.
If you're on tomorrow, I'll be tuning in for sure.
I'm sure I'll probably be streaming tomorrow night, but it's hard to say what's going on now. Like I said, everything's kind of changing around and stuff. So, But yeah, anyways, like I said, all of you guys be easy and be well.